Yo, what is good, everybody? What's good, Swifties? What's good, Wolves Den? It's your boy, LoccdWolf Reaction. I'm coming back at you again with
another one.
It's what you guys been waiting for. Obviously, it's been 2 days. Finally got a chance to sit down and watch this and see what's going on. Of course, I was a part of the mass fucking freak out of TS12 being announced on New Heights. Of course, I pre-ordered TS12 before we even knew what it looked like. Then, of course, I pre-ordered the Frightening Deluxe Edition once we knew what it looked like. So, I did all that. I did all that. So, right now, coming to you is my first time reaction, first time sit down and watch of New Heights. Is Taylor Swift on Reclaiming Her Masters, Rapping the Eras Tour, and the Life of a Showgirl. Let's dive into it. Let's watch together, y'all.
All right. Let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Do I get to say it? Do I get to say? I get to say the two words. Yes.
First of all, you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not going to review. This is very much whatever. All right. Let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about. Do I get to say it? Do I get to say? I get to say the two words. Yes.
First of all,
you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not going to review. This is very much whatever. I
work within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Typically, I would allow the guest to say new news.
She said, "I'm a fan of the podcast. I don't work in the frame of the podcast." That's beautiful. That's amazing that she just holds. They both hold each other down. Like, you can tell by their body language, like they are in love. And it's good. It's good to be in love, but it's good to be in love with somebody who's helping heal you from past trauma of love. And look right there, y'all. We got the deluxe colors. We got that's frightening. Like we got all the little. She was teasing shit in the background.
Yeah, I want to do it.
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news. Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 92%ers. We missed you. This is a very special episode of New Heights, a Wondery show. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother, Jason Kelsey, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Yeah, University of Cincinnati grad, Cincy. Wow, baby.
Yo, Ohio, stand up. I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea they were from there. I had no idea. So that's pretty dope.
Wondery show. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother, Jason Kelsey, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Yeah, University of Cincinnati grad, Cincy. Wow, baby. Arrowhead can't come soon enough, baby. Let's go, Bearcats. Let's go, baby. Subscribe on YouTube, Wondery Plus, wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason. Oh, we got a good one. Why don't you tell the people what we got coming?
Yes, right there. Yes, right there. And I know I saw a orange one
coming up.
That's right, 92%ers. You may remember when we said New Heights wasn't coming back till August 27th. Well, that was a lie. That was a lie. And hopefully you can forgive us because as Travis said, we have a very special episode today that we just simply could not turn down. That's right. This is a special preseason episode that we decided to bring to you a little early.
So let's not waste any of their time, Jason. Let's get right to it. You want to do the honors?
Our guest today is the singer, songwriter, producer, and director from Nashville, Tennessee. Woo! That's bullshit. She is from Reading, Pennsylvania. And director from Nashville, Tennessee. That guest today is the singer, songwriter, producer, and director from Nashville, Tennessee. That's bullshit. She is from Reading, Pennsylvania. She is the most awarded artist in the history of the American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and iHeart Radio Music Awards. She has 14 Grammy Awards and is the only artist in the history to win Album of the Year 4 times. Last December, she wrapped up the Eras Tour, which spanned 149 shows across 51 cities, 5 continents, and was the most attended tour of all time.
Damn.
I'm still going. Hold on for him. Her last album, The Torture Poets Department, set a record with 1.76 billion streams globally within the first week alone.
All right.
And as a fan, streams globally within the first week
Within the first week alone, and she didn't even know it. That's wild.
alone.
All right.
And as a fan of that guy on the Chiefs, she has 19 wins, 2 AFC titles, and a Super Bowl. 92%ers. Are you ready for it? Making her podcasting debut, the most aggressive guest in the history of shows, Taylor Swift.
That intro, Jason.
Hey, Jason, that's how you do that. That's a fucking intro, baby. That's a fucking
Oh my
intro.
God.
I've seen this before.
No,
He's
look,
about to
his
black
soul
out.
has left his body.
Just breathe, Jason.
No,
I'm
that was
cramping.
so good. Thank
I've seen this
you.
before.
I tried to.
Thank you
I
for
tried.
screaming for like 47 seconds for me.
He
That was
said
so
I'm
nice.
He said I'm cramping.
shaking
I'm
right now.
cramping.
I'm shaking, Tay.
No, you did a great
Take
job.
take a deep breath, big guy.
Did I get everything? How much more could we have put in that? Like, I felt like that was.
That was such an amazing intro. And also just like, thanks for wearing the merch. That goes a long way.
Hey, it does.
Just like immediately makes me feel comfortable just looking
I think it's
deeply into my
time
own
for me
eyes.
to get
Okay,
my
all
own
right.
my own merch.
That's what I was going for.
I think it's
It's a good
time
t-shirt. I
too.
like
Thanks for having me. This is my first podcast.
This is amazing. Thank you for coming on.
What took you so long to jump on podcasts?
You know what? I was waiting for you guys to
Okay, I
invite.
wanted to make sure I said this right. So we got the vanilla perfume edition. That's orange. And then we got the It's Frightening edition. That's one I got. I saw the silver behind Travis' big ass head. It's beautiful, but then I haven't seen the It's Rapturous, the purple one. Purple one right there. The purple one is right there.
Invite me. This is my favorite.
So the silver, the purple, the orange. So she was, so before she even announcing the new album and the title, she was already giving Easter eggs about the deluxe editions, which I'm glad I got mine because all of them say not available anymore. So that makes me happy. I want to make sure I said all the social ones right.
Podcast.
So we've already been over this. You're a big fan of the show. You're a 92%er. What are your favorite segments that you hear Travis and I go into on a routinely basis?
I like new news just because of the screaming. Like I hear him screaming new news from across the house constantly.
Yes.
It's like my favorite part. Like he'll be like,
I hear him screaming new news from across the house. Sorry, I'm still kind of fresh. So the fact that they either live together or constantly around each other. Let this be the man. It's actually the man, like the man, and that's the one that proposes. Then we got Swift babies coming, because he don't seem like a bad guy. Travis does not seem like a bad guy whatsoever. On and off the field, from what I pay attention to. And recently, over the past weekend, I've been taking up for Travis and Taylor in Instagram comments because people just coming after him like, oh, his Madden rating or his rating's going down because he's with Taylor and blah blah blah, or like certain pages that it's nothing to do with Taylor. It was about Travis and his Madden rating, and his Madden rating went down, and they had Taylor's face in the corner. I'm like, what are y'all? And it's not her fault, man's rating went down to Madden. Y'all just like, oh man, the Chiefs are going to do horrible this year because he's still with Taylor. Like, bro, what? And like I said in one of my comments, I was like, a lot of y'all hate on Taylor just to hate on Taylor, just because it's cool, it's trending. A lot of y'all just do it just to do it. If I asked y'all to give me a legit reason of your dislike and why you don't fuck with Taylor, you wouldn't have one. None of y'all would have one. Y'all just do it because it's trendy and it's popular. Let's be a hater line. Well, she's actually a W human being and has amazing music. If you actually dove into the music and to her to who she is, you would realize she's cool as fuck. Taylor is somebody like, even though as a Swiftie, I'm a grown ass man, married grown ass man. Taylor just cool as fuck. That's somebody I wouldn't mind being around them. Obviously I'm way outside my pockets, way outside my tax bracket. But I wouldn't mind chilling with Travis and Taylor and just being normal and treating them normal and just being normal. Like, I'll have my mini freak out and being like, bro, I'm meeting Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, but this is my wife, and just chill out and talk life and drink some wine and just vibe out. I ain't got to bring this. They professionals. She probably does, but she probably don't. We know he don't. So ain't got to bring that. Just some wine and being humans for once. She just seemed cool as fuck, down to earth. I've been on Instagram all fucking weekend, just being like, shut the fuck up. Well, can't say that, but nicely. I'm like, I just want to hate. You don't understand something, it's easier to hate it than to understand it. And it's easier to understand it than to hate it. You're putting so much anger into what? He's W. I said what I said.
Like, new news. And I'm in the kitchen being like, new news. So I love that because of just the bellowing of it. Like, I love No Dumb Questions.
That's a banger.
I really like it when you give people advice.
That's a banger.
It's kind of my personal favorite.
Do you usually agree with the advice, or do you just like listening to it?
I mean, I think that like you guys give such male-centric advice. It's which I think is just dudes who don't want drama.
Yeah.
Dudes who are trying to avoid the mess. But sometimes you're going to like do a bit and say the messiest thing that they could do, which is funny too.
So we're going to ask the question everybody watching the show is currently asking. Why are you coming on the show? Why New Heights? What are you doing? There's so many better things to do with your time.
This podcast has done a lot for me. I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app about 2 years ago. So
Worked pretty good.
yeah. Hey.
Were his friendship bracelets that good? Did you give the friendship bracelets, or was that just on the podcast? Like,
I've never seen
Yeah,
the
they
original.
didn't leave the stadium because I was butthurt, Jason.
Okay,
threw
fair
a
enough.
tantrum. He threw a man
the entire
tantrum.
get these
world
out of
saw.
here.
It's so funny. It's
My
like
plan is
also,
ruined.
She
like-
loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not.
this is so
She
wild.
hates me.
Like, it was such a wild romantic gesture to just be like, I want to date you. Like, on, I don't know. It was, at first when I looked at it, I was
Sweetie,
like,
that's
this
what
dude is,
That's what it does when you're on the stage and you perform in Arrowhead. That's what it did.
this dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone's problem. That's what I thought at first. And then I
You
was
come
like,
to Arrowhead, I get to meet you. That's the perk of playing for the Chiefs.
you realize he didn't even reach out to our management. I was like, when this podcast came out,
Well,
I was like, did he ever reach out to be like in the tents, or did we
didn't.
know he was in the building? He came with Pat, and he thought that because he knows the elevator lady that he
the
could
Ray
talk
coach,
to her about just getting down
Well,
to
that's
my
how it
dressing
works.
room.
You just go.
And I got
Yeah,
denied.
that's
They
how
were
it
like,
works
"No,
in
this-"
1973.
When the elevator was invented.
But yeah, he really just was like, I know a guy, I can figure this out. But I actually, when I thought about it, I was like, actually,
When you try to use your status to meet somebody, but then they status is like, nah. Like, he literally was like, Psh, I play for the Chiefs. I'm the elevator person. This is kind of like, I play for the Chiefs. And they was like, yeah, hey, Travis, we fuck with you, man. You ain't getting down to that dressing room. What? I'm Travis Kelce. Cool. We're not letting you down to that dressing room. That's Taylor Swift.
a guy, I can figure this out. But
I love their
actually,
humor.
when I thought about it, I was like, actually, we live in a day and age where, like, I'm not an online person at all. I'm not like on social media like that. And like, I'm genuinely terrified to open my DMs.
Smart.
It's just like there's smoke coming out of my DMs. Like, I don't want to go near that. I don't know what's
If you
in there.
want somebody to go through it, I'll go through it just because I'll laugh my ass off.
It's like if you
No,
have like 20 million unread DMs, you're
Are
just
you
like,
not entertained?
So this kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me. Just meet me once. Just give me a chance.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was
Yeah.
a teenager.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna say like, but like, it's funny because ain't this pretty much songs? What she been writing about, like how she would like want it to happen, like the true love to happen.
Was sitting there at the air.
Then it's happening, and she's like, "What
This
the fuck?"
is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was
Yeah.
a teenager.
Yeah. And I was sitting there at the Eras tour listening to every single one of those songs. Like I know what she wants me to do.
I feel that. That's
exactly what she wants me to do.
He's like,
He said,
this
"I'm
is
at the
just her
Eras tour.
wish
I know
list of like,
exactly what she wants
Meet me, please. Now I'm butthurt.
yeah. I'm upset that you didn't meet me, even though you didn't know I wanted to meet you because I didn't do any proper logistical planning.
Who plans
Typical
nowadays?
Kelsey.
So they both want to meet
Kelsey.
each
It
other.
was wild. It was wild, but it worked. I'm glad
Bro,
it
their
worked.
body language is amazing. They
I'm
keep
just
grabbing
circling
each
back to New
other,
Heights to
holding their
say thank you
hands.
for this. Yes. Look at this.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
So yeah, that's.
And thank you to New Heights, all the editing. Jake, thank you for putting that on social media and letting it do its
But hold on,
course.
before we move on, how did you know he wasn't crazy? Because that's the other side of that, right? Like a guy goes up there and professes his love for
What's wrong
you.
with being
It's
crazy,
either
Jason?
one, it's like this could be the most romantic thing in the world. It
What's
can
wrong
also
with
be
being
like
crazy
this
about
is.
somebody?
He is crazy,
Well, I
Jason.
mean, but there's a right crazy.
Yeah, he's the good kind of crazy. And I knew that he wasn't crazy the first couple of times that we talked. I was just like, he's truly getting to know me in a way that's very natural, very pure, very normal. Like also like just the way that he could make me laugh so immediately about
good.
normal things. Like Travis is
Yeah.
like, he's just a vibe
This is
booster
so
in
genuine.
everyone's life that he's in. He's like a human exclamation point. Like
A human
he's
exclamation
like
point.
when you
That's
take a
human
picture on your
exclamation.
phone
I
and you
love
put
you,
the
yeah.
like you push the enhance color button.
Yeah.
That's like what you
That's
do to
why when I
everyone's
text,
life.
I'm always
You
exclamations.
I
got a
use
lot of
so many more
exclamations.
exclamation points now, but I think it was just like
yeah, water.
you also
From my
you were
hair
so
wash,
you're
my
so
ear.
non-judgmental about people, and you were not judgmental about the fact that I knew nothing about the world you were in. You,
It was the best.
you were nice. You were
It was
so
the best.
nice.
I got a clean slate.
You were like,
Imagine
thank
you
you.
get a clean slate.
He doesn't
you
know
for
any of my
asking.
bad
Jason, no,
stuff.
are you kidding me?
Jason, on our first date, I legitimately asked him what it was like when the Chiefs played the Eagles in the Super Bowl and he looked across the field, across the line of scrimmage and saw his brother standing on the other, like 5 feet in front of him on the field.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Didn't happen.
he didn't even look at me. Like, I now know what an insane question that was. He was like, actually, I'm on the offense. And my brother's on the offense, and I'm only on the field at the same time as the defense. I thought everyone was out there at the same time. I thought that the quarterback.
I mean, that's how you played it.
She's so cute.
on the playground.
so cute. She
growing
said,
up, so
I
I
thought
understand
about
if you hadn't like.
No, you
really
don't
been
understand.
there.
I thought it was like Jared Goff is here and Josh Allen's here, and they're gonna be like. They blow a whistle and then they go at each other and they're like, and it's like, who's gonna win?
That's actually.
I would love to see Jared Goff
got it.
play
I've
some
got-
defense. Let's see
I've
Jared
got
Goff on defense.
I've got some ideas. I've got some thoughts. Yeah. I didn't know what a first down was. I didn't know what the chains were. I didn't know what a tight end was.
I am forever thankful for you diving into the football world wholeheartedly.
Oh my God. I fell in love with it. I became obsessed with it. I became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, we drafted Xavier Worthy. And my friends are like, what?
Yo, she's actually funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. How can you hate on Taylor? How can you hate? She's funny as hell.
Who body snatched you? What do you mean we drafted Xavier Worthy?
I forget where I was, but you were the first person to tell me that
No,
we
I was
drafted the fastest
screeching.
man in the draft.
No, I was screeching. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out. We're
I
talking
couldn't
about
believe
like,
it either. I'm like, wait, is she right? I had to look this up. I'm like, did she get the wrong information here? But yeah, we traded up. And
yeah, we're talking about cover 2, cover 4, cover 0,
Ooh,
man,
see?
cover. We're learning.
I
I continue to learn.
Maybe somebody else that even knows what those coverages are.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, wow.
ready to
Those
be an
leverage.
analyst right now,
That's
but
been,
give me 16 months.
you're going to pick up on it. I'm telling you, you would ask some of the best questions when we were up in the booth, and there's like your desire to learn more, but your genuine excitement around it, as well as like your competitiveness.
She's not fucking around. No, Tay's not fucking around.
God.
She's not fucking around.
Reclaiming Masters. You want to tee this up, Trev?
Let's tee it up. One of my favorite things this summer was Taylor reclaiming her masters. Her recording of
yes.
her first 6 albums
Yes.
finally.
Let's fucking
became
go.
hers.
Yep.
And you haven't really talked about it. You made that beautiful.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's celebrate at Swifties. Tay got her fucking masters back May fucking 30th. I read the letter and I ain't gonna lie, motherfucking eyes swelled up with tears. Like, let's go. Let's go. My baby's napping, so I can't be too loud, but let's go.
Post on all your social channels thanking everyone that made it happen and everything. But why don't you tell the 92%ers how it really felt?
Oh, wow. So to catch anyone up who doesn't know about this saga, like I signed a record deal when I was 15, and I always kind of refer to it as I got my music back this summer, but I never owned my music at all. So traditionally, a lot of record deals are set up in a way that artists don't own what's called their master recordings. Owning your master recordings means that you have complete control and power over distribution, licensing, and essentially the way your legacy is shaped. It's a huge thing. It's always been a huge thing for me. Like since I was a teenager, I've been actively saving up money to buy my music back and to ever own it in the first place, because it's usually the label that owns it. But I've always wanted this to happen. So it's been sold. My music has been sold a few times. The first time that it was sold, it really ripped my heart out of my chest. And I told everybody exactly how that felt for me and what I was going through. And I started basically defiantly re-recording my music because I wanted to own it. And this was the only way I thought it was ever going to happen. And so
I knew she had a bad kid, and she's just got a little bit of a bad kid.
Yeah,
it's not a bad kid. That's a freaking savvy kid. That's what that is.
Defiant.
That's like, hey.
Yeah. I've been told I've been defiant a lot of times.
Well, you are defiant. So. You're very defiant.
It's like
insubordinate, Travis.
Insubordinate. Yeah, it's. I think for me, that was the closest I ever thought I would get to owning my music, and so recording my music.
Taylor's version. Okay.
It was so exciting to get to have that opportunity, but there was still I thought about not owning my music every day. It was something that I never was. It's like an intrusive thought that I had every day. And so we do the Eras tour. After the Eras tour, I had a meeting with my team, and we decided this might be a good time to approach the current owners of it. The owners of it was a private equity firm called Shamrock Capital. I knew them to be above board people. They had been very friendly to us. What I was looking to do, though, was I wanted to buy my music outright. I don't want to be in a partnership. I don't want to own 30% of it. I want to own all of it.
Yeah, and you deserve that.
But it was a long shot to think that they would do that they would sell that asset to me.
It's a big asset.
It's a huge decision for them to make to sell that to anyone, including me. I decided that rather than this be like a business conversation, I'm in the business of human emotion. I would so much rather lead heart first in something like this, because for me, this is not, I want to own this asset because of its returns. Because if it
she put all her heart, all her sweat, her tears, she put everything into her music. So for her to approach getting her music back, she, like she said, it was her heart. At her very core, she wanted it back. Not, I just want it back because it needs to be back to me, return to owner. Like, no, like that's my DNA. The very fiber of my DNA is woven in that music.
It's, because of the dividends that I will receive over the years. I want it because this is my handwritten diary entries from my whole life. These are the songs I wrote about every phase of my life. This is my photography, my music videos, my most of which I funded.
Everything.
My artwork, everything that I've ever done is in this catalog. And so rather than send lawyers or management like in a big crew, I sent my mom and my brother, who I work with, to LA, and they sat down and this happens. I don't ever really talk about it because it's they sat down.
And then but also just look at his body language and how loving how he's caring about her, how he sees her crying and he's just like, it's okay. He's taking her. He's comforting. He's being really comforting.
Habits. I don't ever really talk about it because it's
huge.
they sat down with Shamrock Capital and they told them what this meant for me. Like they told them the whole story of all the times we've tried to buy it, all the times it's fallen through, all the times we had gotten plans together and figured out something we thought was going to work and it didn't at the last minute. And so like my mom calls me afterwards. She's like, look, they were wonderful. They heard us out. We have no idea which way they're going to go with this. And so I was like, I get it. I haven't gotten my hopes up about this in a decade.
Wow.
And so it was a couple months after the Super Bowl. We're in Kansas City. And I get a call from my mom and she's like, you got your music. Yeah. And so sorry that it's literally been so long since this happened. Like, it's every time I talk about it. She was like, you got your music. And I just like very dramatically hit the floor for real. Like, honestly, just started
been a long time coming.
bawling my eyes out. And I'm just like, just weeping and kind of like unable. I was just like, really? Really? What do you mean? And I'm like, get yourself together, get your shit together. Like, just go tell Travis in a normal way.
Yeah.
And I knock on the door. He's playing video games. And I'm trying to say it in a normal way. And I'm just like, Travis!
I'm like, oh no, what just happened?
And he puts his headset down. He's like, guys, gotta go. And I think he thought something was wrong. And you come up and I'm just like, I got all my music back. And then just start absolutely heaving.
Just dead weight. Lose all control.
Had no power in my legs to support myself. And this
That
changed
is
my
such
life.
a beautiful moment.
I can't.
You can tell that was that moment meant everything to her. Everything. That is so amazing to hear. That's a beautiful moment.
Believe it still.
That's beautiful.
Every time I think about it, it's like I have to tell the short version to everyone because it is still like this will affect the rest of my life. I think about this every day now, but instead of it being like an intrusive thought that hurts me, it's I can't believe this happened. Like, how lucky am I? How grateful am I? I'm so grateful to like the artists that helped me with my re-records, because when I did my re-records, I started doing those in 2021. Mm-hmm. And a lot of like most of the industry trades were like, this is a bad idea. This is her sort of derailing her career in a way. Nobody's interested in you doing the same album twice. Fans are not going to be engaged with this. This is not going to go well for her.
Somebody knew though. And
it was like, I still was able to like reach out to friends of mine, like Phoebe Bridgers, Keith Urban, Maren Morris, Chris Stapleton, Haley Williams from Paramore, Fall Out Boy, like all these absolutely incredible artists that like shape who I am as an artist. Yeah. And they like agreed to be a part of the re-records. And one of the only people I told before this happened was like, I called Phoebe Bridgers and I was just like,
Try to say, yeah, I feel like I'm sitting here literally watching, like in the room, listening to her talk. Literally. Just so wholesome.
They like agreed to be a part of the re-records. And one of the only people I told before this happened was like, I called Phoebe Bridgers and I was just like, and she's like, did you just say what I think you said? I was like, yeah. And so this has just been like, I'm so grateful for it. It's just unbelievable. And I was so happy you were there when that happened.
I mean, because
I could not stand.
Yeah. I mean, I started crying too. I'm a
you
crier.
were weeping.
I was just so happy for you because I've seen,
He said, I'm a cry.
How you make music. I've seen how you make.
I love that Travis doesn't mind being vulnerable in front of Taylor. If one person you can be vulnerable in front of, it's Taylor.
Make these videos, I've seen the effort and the focus and the strategy behind what just one album in Torture Poets Department and in Fortnite. And I was blown away that you had been doing this your entire life. And for, your first 6 albums, you weren't given the rights to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what that looked like, and I know how much it burns you that you didn't have that, and you didn't have your creation. And
Our girl's in love, y'all. Look how she's looking at Travis. I just love this for her. As a new Swiftie and know what like she's been through and what's going on, and then her love life and stuff. Like I just like our girl's in love, and she's glowing more than ever. I love this for her. Just look how she looks at Travis. How they look at each other, their body language. That's couple goals right there.
I think doing it the right way, creating the fan base that you did the right way, and leading your life in a direction that
right way.
You were eventually
like
going
that.
to get it back somehow, some way, because of you always doing things with the right intentions. So
Thanks.
So how does music ownership, this is so crazy to me. So you wrote these songs, you sang these songs, you put everything into them. And don't get me wrong, there's publishing companies, people that support artists out there, but how does ownership of music even work? Like when you recorded these songs when you were 16, right? Is that like the singer
you dumb
gets
it
a
down
portion?
to us 95%?
Yeah.
The singer gets a certain portion. The artist gets or the songwriter gets a certain portion, and then the publishing company gets a certain portion.
Okay, so that's a great question, and there's two main categories that we're talking about here.
Just asked. Go ahead.
So master recordings is the actual recording.
Yes,
it's the actual vocal, band, production, mixing, mastering, that actual thing.
Yes.
Mine also included my album artwork, my music videos, everything that went along with any era of music that I had done for my first 6 albums.
Every era.
So then there's another category, which is publishing.
Yes.
I own my publishing, which is why, I have control over, if my song is used in a film, I wanted them to use Taylor's version instead of the original version, the songwriter, can decide that.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
And so it's like,
Okay.
that
makes
basically,
sense. I'm learning
I've
too.
always been very lucky because my publishing was protected. A lot of artists have their publishing sold away from them, or they sell their publishing. And and a lot of artists, it may not be important to them. It was always important for me. The publishing aspect of it has always been something I've had firmly in place, which is great because my songwriting is the core of why I do this, why I love it so much, and what I think has made anything happen in my career at all.
Greatest songwriter of all time.
That's very nice of you to say that. It's like, says her boyfriend.
Says a lot of people.
Basically, then you have
exactly.
the master recordings side of things. Now, this is a discussion that was not really brought up amongst the artist communities, especially not with fans. This was all kind of industry centric and kind of boring contract stuff that like fans were not speaking about.
Sure.
And so one thing that I think is really great that has come about because of this is that I have so many new artists come up to me now and say, hey, I didn't even know this was a thing. Yeah. And when I went to go and negotiate for my record deal, I negotiated to have my masters revert back to me after a certain amount of years, or that I own them outright. And it's not for everyone. Not everyone cares about this. Artist to artist, artists have different priorities. Some artists sell off all their masters because everyone's allowed to have their own priorities. What I wanted, though, is that if I were to put the information out about what I went through, at least it gets artists talking about this to decide whether this is a priority for them. Because you can't know if it's a priority for you unless you know what has.
So Taylor pretty much was like, she's glad she could be a voice. She's glad she could be a voice for other artists because, like she just said, other artists might not be a priority. They might not even have the knowledge to know that that should be a priority for them, having their music owned and stuff like that. So, but what she goes through and then telling it might, so somebody else will be like, damn, I need to move a little bit more strategically, or let me go after my publishing rights or my masters. And that's pretty dope.
Come before you and what has happened. And so the master recordings thing, that's your actual ownership of your recordings. To put it in perspective, if I never would have been able to buy back my music, one day someone else would be leaving all of my music from my first 6 albums to their kids in their will.
Right. Yeah.
And you think about it like that. It's like, I thought of it. I made it. I recorded it. I paid for most of those music videos. You know, I wanted an opportunity to buy that back. And that was important to me.
You feel like they're yours. They should be yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it was easier for you to do one, because just you talking about this, you're so aware of the business side of this and the legal like you're more aware than I think probably most artists are. But being
woman in the world.
It's crazy. Being a songwriter,
Says her boyfriend.
Smartest woman in the world.
you being the songwriter, being the singer, owning the publishing rights, being able to re-record songs.
He's so cute.
That gave you leverage and able to make this move, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was it.
Like as a boyfriend, like he's a cute boyfriend. Like you know what I mean? Like he just like songwriter, smartest woman in the world. Keep it going. He's like, give me my cookie points, bitch.
Make this move, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was it. And also, you know, in my contract, they didn't put a clause in that said I couldn't re-record because nobody was doing it and nobody thought that was a good idea.
Right.
So, and also like, who would be that stubborn? Like who would be that petty?
This badass kid over here.
That they would
that's
record
right.
every single thing
It's so badass.
over and
Well,
over
not-
again.
What was your favorite
Well,
one to
not
revisit?
just that. Hold on, Bill. But not just that. Who has a fan base that's going to listen to the same album twice in a row?
It's a good point, Jason. It's a good
Like
point.
honestly, and this
I'll
is
do
where they
it.
missed it. You had
If you make
this
a third
diehard
1989, I'll
community that
listen
you
to
had
that one
already
too.
built.
That's the thing is the
You
fans
sold
are,
a story with the second time you released this album, right? And the fans got behind that
Yes.
narrative, and they're
And
like,
they-
yeah,
Right away.
"Screw the first album. We're rolling with the re-recorded album because we're supporting the artist."
They were like, "We ride at dawn," like,
That's right.
and it was amazing because
She said the Swifties said we ride at dawn.
we're
yeah,
supporting the artist.
they were like, "We ride at dawn," like,
That's right.
and it was amazing because you know they're the reason why the re-records worked out. They're the reason I was able to purchase my music back because they came to the Eras tour. And basically they're the reason why any of this worked out. And I also want to note that like the other people who are like, we ride at dawn, my live band, they played on all the re-records. It's like, you want to know why they sound so perfect on the Eras tour. They played on all those records. Like they're session musicians too. And that's how good they are. And I'm so impressed just by their ability and their dexterity as musicians to be able to do that so convincingly, because there are actually there's the Taylor's versions one. I kind of refer a lot of that stuff. I think it sounds incredible, but I'm happy to have all of it.
So that leads me to the next question, Tay. Now that you own all of it, you have the re-recordings, you have the original.
I heard it, y'all. Even though she has all of it, she's like the Taylor's version sound better to me. So go with that still.
I think
Got
it sounds
you.
incredible, but I'm happy to have all of it.
So that leads me to the next question, Tay. Now that you own all of it, you have the re-recordings, you have the original recordings. What should we listen to? Like, what do I roll with? Does it
Dealer's
matter?
choice.
You're just
Dealer's
like whatever
choice.
you guys want. Like,
Yeah, it's really whatever you guys want because I love both of them. I would not have put out the re-records if I didn't think that they held up or were better. I think a lot of the vocals I did on the re-records are better than the originals.
Ooh.
okay.
But it's like if
Okay,
you found
okay,
a
got it.
nostalgia in the originals and that was what you were listening to when you were 12 years old bopping around in your bedroom, go crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
We got them all.
I'm going to start doing comparisons. That's what I got to do. I just got to start doing comparisons.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to
Oh, that's a good one. Pick a song from the original album. Listen and react to it, and then take the same song from the Taylor's version. And that's Jason just gave me an idea.
We got them all.
I'm going to start doing comparisons. That's what I got to do. I just got to start doing comparisons.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to every beat.
Yeah.
You're certainly, it's not mandatory, Jason.
I mean, that sounds like a good time.
I'll say this: there's a few good playlists out there that have a mixture of them all.
You've been streaming?
Yes,
Thank you.
I've been streaming for about 2 years now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. That's why we got that spike. in the
That's
in
what it
the
was.
35-year-old
Travis Kelce.
male demographic.
Right.
Yes, that
Hey.
1.7 billion. That was at least 1 billion of those.
We,
for sure.
we have one IP address from one iPhone that continually is listening to this playlist. Did you have a favorite album that you re-recorded that, like, are there different eras that you liked recording more, re-recording?
I really
1989.
liked them all, but I think Red was very
Red,
special.
yeah, Red.
There
I
were
love Red.
songs
I
that
love Red.
I called From the Vault songs. And there was one which I think is maybe my favorite song I've ever written, called All Too Well, the 10-minute version, where I unearthed.
Yep.
There were originally so many more versions
Gosh, I love All Too Well, the 10-minute version. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
in that song than ended up being on the album that I had put out when I originally put out Red. I made the glorious, fortuitous mistake of saying that to my fans in an interview.
words.
You know
Okay.
what those words
I
mean.
love it.
You're so handsome. So basically, I said that in an interview to my fans, and they just like hung on to it. They were like, "Where's the 10-minute version? Give us the 10-minute version."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can't tell us
when
tell
it came
Swifties
time
is a
to
10-minute
doing
version
Taylor's
or more.
version
Like,
and
come on
re-recording the
now.
album, I went back in, found the verses, restructured the song to the way that it pretty much was when I had originally written it, put them back in. And that song is one of my favorite things I've ever done. And it was when we were on the Eras tour, I'm watching people just like cathartically scream this song to the point where I'm like, do you need to go to the hospital? Like it was so passionate,
need to go to
the
the
fan
hospital?
response to that song at the Eras tour. And I remember thinking so many times, like, what if this never happened? Like, what if I never had to
It's one of the most
re-record
iconic
this?
parts of that tour.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
And so
Destiny.
like, yeah, it really
Life
did make
happens
me
the
fall
way it
back in
needs to
love with
happen.
that album specifically. I have a song with Phoebe Bridgers that I really love on that, From the Vault. Chris Stapleton was a part of it as well. And I think that one, I've always
That's the one
loved Fearless.
Red, Taylor's version is the one I recently just did. Shout out to Jennifer. That's the one I recently just did, and the emotional killer of all the other albums is Red to me. Yeah.
Bridgers that I really love on that, From the Vault. Chris Stapleton was a part of it as well. And I think that one, I've always loved Fearless in 1989 in a very pure way. But Red, I've kind of gone back and forth over the years and been like, like that re-recording it made me just be like, oh God, I love that album. I have no complicated feelings about that. I wouldn't have done anything different. Maybe except to include the original verses the first time.
Well,
well,
we just talked about the different eras a little bit. Let's talk about perhaps the most daunting thing that any artist has ever taken on, which is the Eras tour.
Oh my God.
You finally finished it up last December in Vancouver.
Life after Eras tour. Okay.
I don't know. What did it feel like to wrap it up? What does it feel like now? Like not touring and being on a jet every day, basically trying to go from country to country. Yeah.
I mean,
It's insane,
it
dude.
feels great, Jason, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you.
You don't miss it?
I miss it. I do miss it, but it's like, it was perfect for what it was.
Yes,
Do you know
it
what I
was.
mean?
Yeah,
And
for
it was a lot of physical therapy, and it was a lot of like being in a state of perpetual physical discomfort. Kind of like when you're in season,
Yeah, no.
I'm not getting hit
my first time.
by huge 300 pounders, but the heels.
When I saw the
for that
recovery
long,
station in the hotel room after with the toe spacers,
I got an acupuncture mat. I've got.
Shit, I'm telling you, dude, the similarities were crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, she
We're like
does more than I do.
We're like comparing
after-
physical therapy stories, like recovery stuff. But
Have you ever tried taping your ankles?
we
I'm a big
related
taper.
on how much
Big
torture we
ankle
put our
tape guy.
bodies through.
Yeah.
I miss it because I miss the fans and I miss that connection. But at the
I miss
same
it
time,
too.
it was so special. It was like the most
miss it
formative
too.
time of my life. I learned so much about how far I can push myself. And if I set a goal, making that a 3.5 hour show in the beginning of the tour, it's like, you can't
3.5-hour show.
Bruh.
3.5-hour show? No, y'all didn't tell me that. Damn.
Making that a 3.5-hour show.
Bruh, her stamina is crazy. She got more stamina than a motherfucker who plays a physical sport, who plays football.
The beginning of the tour, it's like you can't be sick one day.
She's like, what I do is a sport.
It's gonna be 2.5 hours,
Right?
And it's really just prioritizing the fans' experience before anything else. And my fellow
broken heart.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Dude.
Don't you get me started.
Fine.
Or stomach flu, or just aching feet or blisters or whatever. It just was.
Which she had all of this going through.
Usually
and it's
all at the same time. But
going into her fourth show.
Yeah. And it's just, it was kind of the coolest thing in the world, because when we were putting together this tour, I had some really lofty goals I wanted to reach conceptually, because I wanted to show fans, and especially younger fans, visuals and sort of performance art references that were really important to me as a kid, and what inspired me to want to do this, right? So I wanted to put elements of musical theater, Broadway, ballet, scenery that you would see in an opera,
Who thinks like this?
I was about to say, I watched the whole tour. I just thought it was amazing. I didn't notice.
But that's exactly it. I wanted it to be references that I thought were really high concept and really high value for fans, and for them to see things they hadn't necessarily seen before, all in one concert. But I wanted to do it at the highest intensity, rapid fire. You're seeing something new every 15 to 30 seconds. And so it feels like you're scrolling in an algorithm. Yeah. Right?
All the fans realized that door she walked through was the Life of a Showgirl door. Easter egg queen. Easter egg queen.
When I heard reports of people saying that they got actual amnesia after the concerts, I was like, oh, I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think we did it. Nailed it. That's genuine. I wasn't even shooting for that goal when they're like, I saw so many things and I experienced a state of euphoria that I now don't remember what happened to me. I was like, oh my God.
All I remember is that she didn't want to meet me. That's it.
That's it. That's all he got about.
And as much as you, and I've told you this, as much as you want to give New Heights credit, I give the Eras Tour credit.
Yeah?
I give the Eras Tour credit because if I would have never gone to that show and been mesmerized and just been captivated, and then left with such a desire to want to meet you, I would have never went on here and told everybody how butthurt I was. Yeah, I've never just been so engulfed in the curiosity of who you were.
Oh, that's
and
really
look at this.
wonderful.
One of the best things about that last statement is you didn't even know what the word engulf meant before, you met Taylor. You've broadened your horizons so much.
We're the perfect.
That's the big brother banter.
She makes me so much better.
That's beautiful that he pretty much saying that he fell in love with Taylor from just seeing her, at the Eras Tour. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thank you for saying that. That.
And then, but it's like you see you on the stage and you see how crazy you can get an entire stadium going. And
how
then
dedicated.
I get you in a room and it's like, I've known you forever. It's like, it was just the easiest conversation I ever had. And it was just so much fun that it just, it knocked my socks off, from what they say.
Knocked your socks off.
Yeah.
Thank you. I felt
he said, knocked your socks off. Right. He said, all right. Okay. All right. Knock yourself out.
Knocked my socks off, from what they say.
Knocked your socks off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She blew me away. And I had never experienced something so mesmerizing on stage and then so real and so beautiful in person.
Oh.
Hey. That's
should I leave?
I'm just gonna I think so. Honestly, at this point, I think everyone should leave.
I don't know where to go from here now. What? How many?
Oh, she was. She said. That's how that tape had to come out. She had to say, hey, that's wonderful, boy. I'm about to say some other shit too. You better stop now. We doing this podcast. But boy,
Real and so beautiful in person.
Hey, that's
Should I leave?
wonderful.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
I think
That's
so.
wonderful.
Honestly,
Oh,
at this
sorry.
point, I think everyone should leave.
I don't know where to go from here now. What? How many countries did you do the Eras tour in?
47,000 countries, Jason.
You just listed that in the beginning.
Well, I said 51 cities, which I don't know if that's right.
It was a lot of countries.
150?
What was really fun about all the countries that we went to,
Well, I said 51.
countries, Jason. 47,000 countries, Jason.
You just listed that in the beginning.
Well, I said 51
47,000.
cities, which I don't know if that's
It
right.
was a lot of countries.
150?
What was really fun about all the countries that we went to is when we first started dating, he was like, I always wanted to go and really vacation in Europe and see
it was so much
Australia
fun.
and, go to Asia. And I was like, well, I got a tour for that. It's coming up.
Like,
wanna-
oh, nice. You got room for a 6'5" guy to
Yeah, we can
come
figure it
hang
out. Like, no, the dimensions are wild, but we'll make some room. I think we'll have to leave some equipment trunks behind
Thank you for
to
accommodating.
accommodate the size. But absolutely, we'd be happy to have you. And we got to travel the world and have vacations and adventures when I wasn't on stage, which was really fun because
That's awesome.
like Europe was so fun. Australia is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And that entire part of our lives, like I was on tour for so long and now I finally am not on tour. And it's kind of great because I'm getting my hobbies back. Like when I was on tour, all I had the bandwidth for was what's the acoustic mashup this week?
Ooh.
How do I say welcome to the Eras tour in Portuguese? That was the only thing taking up my brain space. And now it's
been so fun to see what Taylor actually gets into around the house.
it's like I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s. Like I get on my
I love
granny
that.
shit.
You enjoy doing all
she
of
probably
these
knits some
homey
shit.
things.
I
That's basically
love-
what you're saying?
Yeah, I like to sew.
Yep.
I specialize, as you know, in
Sewing,
children's purses and
knitting.
baby blankets. I
Yeah.
make two things, and
I
that's
do know
it.
that very well.
Very good at these two things.
I love to paint. I love to cook. I have a
Bake?
different baking obsession every 6 months.
I'm
Yeah.
the luckiest man in the world.
Right now,
Dude.
right now we're very deep in a sourdough obsession that has taken
I am
over my
aware.
life.
Oh,
I am aware.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm very deep in it now. You've got
Right?
me deep in this.
I'm
Because
lucky.
of-
I'm lucky. I'm working as much as I am. I'm running as much as I am because I'm getting the caloric intake.
Yeah, he
I'm
asked me to
hard.
send him 2 loaves of sourdough at training camp. I'm like wrapping sourdough loaves in like saran wrap or whatever, like cling film. The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now. It's become a huge factor.
I mean, and she's getting good with making all these different versions of it.
Oh yeah.
My favorite one was probably, the regular sourdough is one of my favorites, but the blueberry.
Yeah, we do. There's a blueberry lemon. There's cinnamon swirl, cinnamon raisin.
Oh, well, then now sign me up. I love sourdough. Is actually one of my favorite breads. I love sourdough. If I could have sourdough every day, I would. But lemon blueberry sourdough.
And this one I've been workshopping for the girls because they love everything rainbow. Funfetti sourdough.
Oh,
my
my
gosh.
goodness,
Yes.
I would
Blow their
love
mind.
that.
No, it will. Because
Yes.
they love sprinkles. Like we put sprinkles in everything when
I'm a
we
little
hang
kid.
out.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
It's really yeah.
She's a loafer for life now.
Yeah. And it's gotten
Loafer for life.
gotten
Loafer.
pretty
for
crazy over here. I'm just like always like baking bread and texting my friends and being like, can I send you some bread?
Hey, y'all, if y'all see random reactions and I'm like, this shit is awesome, y'all, or, whatever I say, I'm going to be like, yeah, later.
Need some feedback. Do you like this one better than you liked the other one? Like I did the rise a little differently. I'm on like sourdough blogs. There's a whole community of us, and I didn't know it.
Oh my gosh!
This is an
the amount of
underworld.
people hoping that you're on their blog.
Oh, I'm on your blog, girl. I'm on your blog. But it's like I just didn't know this. There's
sourdough bloggers that watching this right now, or who watched it when it first came out, they all blew their fucking mind, being like, "Bro, is Taylor Swift on my fucking blog?"
People like me out there, and this is where the internet is good. This is where the internet is a good place where you can curate a reality where, like, all I really use the internet for is sourdough, and when Travis shows me videos of otters on his Instagram algorithm.
I want
an interesting animal.
I want a wild otter so bad. I just want to like find these little creatures.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Friends with them.
He wants
why
one
a wild one? Why wouldn't you?
Because
first of all, aren't they all wild?
Oh no, there's domestic.
There's domestic otters.
He wants one specifically whose life he saved, who knows that he saved
very
its
noble.
life.
Who feels?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a really specific type of otter he's looking for.
The videos that I watch are somebody just in a canoe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to like go up to an otter and take it from its mother.
No.
He wants to see an otter, and the otter's like, my paw's caught in a shell. And he's like, I got you. And then the otter's like, thank you forever with its little paws.
And I just bring him anchovies every couple months.
Up, and then you're kayaking, and it's like doing this to you. Like, that's what he wants. And I want it too, honestly. Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, do otters eat bread? Can we get a sourdough eating otter? That might be the perfect.
We're gonna figure that. I
don't know if they
do.
I don't know.
They're probably.
Are you ready for it? I'm fucking done with them. Are you
we
ready
had
for
discussed
it?
maybe like carrying around cans of sardines just in case we run into one.
Nice.
It's better in principle than it is in practice. Easier to conceptualize.
It seems pretty
the
easy
actual,
though. You just gotta go canoeing.
Which is also easier in principle than it is in practice.
Yeah.
For us in terms of just the weight balance on
I'm
the
on
water.
the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a friend.
All right.
Yeah. Stuff you didn't know you needed to know, right, Jason?
I mean, I love otters. I don't know who doesn't
This is
love
what
watching
life
Instagram
after
otters.
Eras Tour is, though,
Yeah.
Jason. You gotta. It's so.
about-
I'm retired. I am all in on this.
It's about
I want to
otters and
bake. I
sourdough.
just don't have the planning behind it. Taylor's a planner, and she's going to have the sourdough alive. We're not going to keep a sourdough alive.
I've folded. What is it? What's the?
He's actually done it. He's actually done it.
Yeah, I've made a loaf.
You've
had one of my loaves.
He's
actually,
done.
Jason.
He's done all of
I've
it.
had
Like
one.
we've set it up where it's like I've got a station and he's got a station and he's done all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's actually baked too.
Yeah, I've stretched and folded before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
There's just like
dope.
something
I've
always
weighed.
slightly
I've
wrong
weighed
with
all
it.
the flour.
No, his rose higher than
wrong?
mine. His was
Jason.
more delicious than
All right.
mine. It's like it's also
No directions over here,
No
Jason.
chance.
I get into the
No
whole.
chance, Jason. You've had it, and you said you loved it.
I'm not saying it's not good, but it's nowhere as good as Taylor's.
That's not true.
I'm
He's
telling you, if
I
you
will-
took like 2 chunks and you sent it off to the lab, there's going to be so many more germs and microbes and Travis.
Oh my god. Oh ew.
I love the little brother, big brother banter. I love that. I just love it. I just love it.
I'm
He's
telling you, if
I
you
will-
took like 2 chunks and you sent it off to the lab, there's going to be so many more germs and microbes and Travis.
Oh my god. Oh ew. the bacteria count.
What is the fungus in this that's on this one? No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
That's the sourdough, Jason.
There's
Don't
like-
even.
That's the sour. Okay.
Why is there chest hair in it? How did you?
Yeah.
There's like
The
chest.
apron's too low.
There's like chest
That's-
hair in his. There's cat hair in mine. It's just like both of these are completely inedible. But it's crazy how many puns you can make. Cause I do I got bread bags and I got, labels. And so you can really go for
And cat hair will float around too. Cat hair will float around. Like, I'm pretty sure Taylor's the type of person who's like, non-cat hair food, but at the same time, you're around Taylor. You might friend or two might go in there. But it's like, I'm pretty sure she got filters and shit to make sure cat hair ain't floating around and shit. I remember being at my friend's house. He had a cat, and it was, I don't know, it was a light ball of hair, but the shit was just, I thought it was a ghost. floating around the room. I was like, bro, that's your cat's here. We kind of started like blowing cat fur around the room. Just yeah, we were 420 in. Makes sense.
For
Makes
it
sense.
with the puns. You go, are you ready for it?
Are you ready?
Flower Song is the slamming screen door. That's horrible. You go, are you ready for it?
Are you ready?
Flower Song is the slamming screen door. That's horrible. It's a loaf story. Baby, just say yeast.
Just say yeast. Yeah.
Baby, just say yeast.
Keep
It's a
going.
love story. Baby, just say
You
yeast.
said dough. No, it's horrible. Loafing him was bread. It's bad. You don't know that song, and that's okay.
I love you.
It wasn't on the tour.
Both of him was bread.
Tour. So we do have this. I did fuck that up. 21 countries. Did you learn anything throughout the, like, is there anything at the end of the tour when you were wrapping up that you wish you had been doing the whole time? Is there anything you would do differently now that the entire tour is wrapped up?
No, I'm really glad that I didn't know it would have gone on as long as it did. Yeah. I'm glad that I got to like actually be prepared for this tour the way that I was, because, you know, in previous tours, I had noticed that I would get on the tour and I'd have to like get my stamina up throughout the tour. And by the last quarter of the tour, I'd finally hit my stride stamina wise. And I'd be like, oh, I can do this easily every night.
Yeah.
I wanted to be at that point at the beginning of the Eras tour. So that's why I did so much more training, so much more endurance training and cardio and stuff that, you know, doesn't come naturally because I'm not an athlete. So it's like that stuff I have to really force myself to do.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
I mean,
don't you dare say that.
It's how I feel. And I don't even, it's not like I say that in a disparaging way. I don't care at all.
Okay, fair enough.
But
yeah,
why
why do we take
Girl walks half a marathon. You an athlete.
I mean,
don't you dare say that.
It's how I feel. And I don't even, it's not like I say that in a disparaging way. I don't care at all.
Okay, fair enough.
But
yeah, why do we take it that way? I
it's
don't know
not like it's I'm like I'm not an athlete and that's fine. Like I play instruments.
I take it that way because we're undefeated on the beer pong table. I've seen you throw a football.
No, that's not good, and you know that's not good.
It does.
No,
it does. You can
spiral.
Yes.
You gotta be real. It's
better than me
because it's not. There's no spiral. I don't think I've ever caught anything that's ever been thrown to me, near me,
I've seen it.
Around
You're just
me.
disinterested in being an athlete.
That's true.
Can you hit something with a stick? That's a telltale sign of an athlete. Good with a stick.
Yeah, no, I don't know, Jason. I've never tried that. So it's like
we got to try this out now.
We're going out back after
here's the
this.
thing,
right?
My relationship with sports was like, you know, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I always heard my dad yelling at the screen watching Eagles games. That was always the sports sounds that I heard in my house. However, I was up in my room playing guitar, learning instruments, playing piano. I was focused on different things. I was like so laser focused on music. And that's how I was in school.
Like, back, we get the stick.
I would go to sporting events so that I could sing the national anthem. Like everything was a means to an end to get to do music. Yeah. I know every halftime show from the Super Bowls, but I didn't watch the sports.
No.
And so
watching
Travis,
the Eras tour and seeing that power skip, I knew you were an athlete from the power skip.
You're just saying
I
words.
knew it. It's one of my favorite parts.
Just telling lies.
Just see you just skipping down that runway.
Just looking like a giraffe. Its limbs were put on all wrong.
Not everybody can skip, but not everybody can power skip in heels.
Yeah, in heels.
That takes athleticism.
Thank you.
That does.
I appreciate that.
Just saying.
What a unique compliment. So yeah, I definitely became obsessed with sports when it came to him. I'm competitive on his behalf, but like if you and me are going to go against each other in something athletic, like I'm going to let you win. Cause this to me, like, I don't see what do the points even mean if I'm doing it. I'm a fan of athletics and the sports. If I'm doing the sports, like
I'm a fan of athletic in the sports and doing the sports. Like I'm doing the sports, but if I'm doing the sports, no longer a fan.
I'm throwing like this because I don't really care if it goes where it's supposed to go.
Interesting.
It doesn't bother me.
She's like, I play instruments and sing my heart out. I don't spiral, flubber, wonky. Walking football, filling arm, 2-man, don't matter.
Because I don't really care if it goes where it's supposed to go.
Interesting.
It doesn't bother me. And when
Until
I
we're
don't
in a
make the
heated
catch,
battle.
I'm not embarrassed.
No?
That's
She's
fine.
a good teammate, so she'll give effort if it's teamed up. If it's individual sports, she's not going to care. But if she
Yeah.
needs to be held accountable,
If I'm on his team and we're
she'll
playing
show
beer
up.
pong or something,
She'll
like I'm
show
really
up.
trying.
You're in. So you're a team sport.
Because this matters to him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a team
you're all
sports
in.
gal.
Yeah.
Put me on an Olympic one person trying to do some stuff sport. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm getting out of here. Yeah.
I'm doing this. I care.
Okay.
I'm doing
All right.
this. I care.
I'm getting out of here.
That's some real shit. I love Taylor for that. She said, I don't really care. I care because my man cares. I'm fumbling. Now this, right? Yeah, I'm grabbing the blunt. Now this, I care about. This, yeah, this, no.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I care.
Okay.
I'm doing
All right.
this. I care. This.
Yeah.
Care a lot.
We're doing this. We're kneading
This,
dough.
I don't
Kneading dough. We
care.
care.
He's stretching forward.
I don't care if
forward.
this happens. I don't care if this goes here. It's not part of my metrics for my self-worth.
All right. That's probably very healthy, to be honest with you.
Hey,
It's
you
honestly
know?
fair enough.
I was like, as long as you're fine with this.
What? No, I'm completely fine with
Yeah.
you being an athlete. Yeah.
I'm not an athlete. I'm never
I
going to
think
be.
you just missed the whole point.
Yeah. He sees what he wants
What?
to see, and it bodes well for me.
Do you have a favorite thing from the Eras Tour?
I have a lot of favorite things from the Eras Tour. I would look out and I would see a lot of bonding happening between generations of people.
Gosh, that's so true.
It was really
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
It was like the most incredible feeling in the world because I can see all that. I've got LASIK. I have incredible vision. Basically, the Eras Tour, I think one of my favorite things was when the fans would come up with their own traditions, right?
Like imagine like meeting generations of a family that all fell in love with your music. Like you see generations or like she's saying, older crowd getting good in with the younger crowd there, and they're all vibing, different ages meeting each other, and but all one common thing is they're there for Taylor. And different cultures are there. Like, that's just amazing.
Because I can plan a stage show that's like, we know exactly what's happening, when it's going to happen. It's very stage managed. It's a whole production, right? And I love to plan. But I also do love surprises. Like there's a time during the European leg of the Eras Tour, there's a song called Willow where we do a performance where we have these, it's a very like witchy performance.
Yep.
We have these like light up orbs and we're in cloaks and it's all very woo. And the fans
I haven't watched
decided
it
that
yet.
they were going to bring their own light up orbs. And by that, I mean balloons that they would blow up in the audience. Like,
Okay.
and then they would they would use their phone light behind it and create a light up orb. When I tell you, I looked out, or a glow stick, whatever. Like they would figure out
however they're
ways
doing
to illuminate themselves, and it was insane to look out and see spontaneously thousands of these orbs just go up. And I'd just be like, I don't even know who organized this.
Yeah.
Was there a group text? How did you guys even do this?
Was
It
there a
was so
group text?
special.
Why wasn't I
It
in
felt
the
like we
group
were all
text?
part of something together in a way that couldn't be planned. And there's, as much as I love and relish in planning, it was really fun that they would do things to sort of delight me every once in a while. They had little chants. They had all these traditions. By the end of the tour, it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where they have their own
They have their own
choreography.
show. Literally.
Right.
It was, I remember being in Gelsenkirchen, Germany.
And you know
And-
what?
and
What
Love,
did you just say?
Gelsenkirchen?
love is him
Gelsenkirchen?
learning that.
Yeah.
That's a city?
He came to
I think-
Gelsenkirchen
I think that's how
and
you say
supported
it.
me
I've never
there.
heard of this.
If you
Okay.
say it with a German accent, it probably sounds more like the actual city, but
Okay.
my American accent is Gelsenkirchen.
Gelsenkirchen.
And I remember seeing that part of the show, and they were literally doing circles and like putting the orbs up in the air and passing them to each other like they were performing.
It was so beautiful.
It was
They were
crazy.
so committed. I've never
so
played for
dope.
crowds that were as committed.
Yeah.
So I think I loved the event of it. Like I'm always trying to figure out how to make music into more of an event, right?
Right.
How do we make it romantic? How do we make it something that people experience together? And, that's why I love vinyl. That's why I love, putting so much into the tour or a music video or events or activities for them to do or Easter eggs or little
look how he
puzzles for them
looks
to
at her.
solve. Like, it's gotten to the point
They're
where
so
it's
in
just
love.
like, it's a little bit, people are like, the Easter eggs thing is getting a little Zodiac killer at this point. I'm like, as
people
long as
are
they
into it.
like it, you know?
How do you go about like knowing how to do an Easter egg? I don't even know, like, where does that process start?
Easter
Are you
egg
like,
time.
Well, I have some parameters.
what is the art of the Easter egg?
The art of the Easter egg is
The
that
art of it.
there's
The art of the Easter egg is right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Oh, she's so good. Talking about Easter eggs while you got Easter eggs in a fucking video.
do's and don'ts, right? Like, I'm never going to plant an Easter egg that ties back to my personal life. It's always going to be towards music or a musical, something I'm coming up with, something I have coming up, a plan I have coming together, something that you don't know I'm saying for a specific reason that you'll hear later and you'll go back and be like, oh my God. Like, I think my favorite one of those was I was given an honorary doctorate from NYU and I made the commencement speech, and I put so many lyrical Easter eggs in that speech that when the Midnights album came out after that, the fans were like, the whole speech was an Easter egg.
Yeah,
And that's, for me, that's really fun because they find it fun.
for sure.
And
There we
and
go.
also just, I love numerology. I love math stuff. I love dates. I love that stuff, like, I find really fun. And I want Easter eggs to be a certain thing where, like, if you are a part of the fandom and you want to experience like music in a normal way, then you don't even see these. You don't even care what that thing is above that doorway, under that dimly lit flickering light over there that's upside down backwards in Braille. You don't need to know what that is.
I love this. Yeah.
But if you want to look at that,
It's there.
But if you do,
then
you
it's
get it.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
If
if
you
you
wanna
know,
connect
you
it,
know,
if you're
you
in the
know,
know.
you know,
The TCU, Taylor Cinematic Universe.
Oh yeah. What's
then you know.
Then you know.
Let's talk about something I don't know. What is numerology? You threw that phrase out there like that's a comment. What is numerology?
You don't know what numerology is,
Travis
Jason?
knows
I'm
what
assuming
numerology
something with
is.
numbers.
Yeah, like I'm 87 and she's 13
Yeah, literally, it's that simple. Just numbers.
and 100.
Yeah, 13 plus 87 equals 100. That's numerology. Like,
But what is the
numbers
significance
that
of
have
it?
a specific
keep it 100.
significance. Like, yeah, exactly.
Keep it
like
100?
Do you not keep
Okay.
it 100 ever?
I'm trying to. I
feel like-
attempt to.
It's crazy that you don't.
What number?
Do you not keep it 100? The trolling, I love
it's-
it.
Yo, do you not keep
Okay.
it 100 ever?
I'm trying to. I
feel like-
attempt to.
It's crazy that you don't.
What numbers do I have?
You're
So
just admitting that
Kylie's-
like that.
I'm trying to.
I don't know how to do this.
It's okay. It's not for
favorite
everyone.
my favorite number is 13, though. It always has been. Travis
I
knows
know.
Yeah.
And that's
And
part of the
that's part of
numerology
it.
of why
That's
we're
part of it.
dating.
this. Okay.
Part of it.
If it
Okay.
It's been in my life.
Jason said, okay. Okay. Still don't know what the fuck that means.
My whole-
Right?
Travis
Yeah.
Travis likes people that like the number 13.
yeah.
I love
What does
them. Yes.
liking the number 13 say about us, though?
It says that we're family in
Okay.
in trichodectophilia, I think it is the
What the what?
obsession with
Oh, man,
with
it's
13.
every day, dude. This is every day.
That's a real
You
thing.
know what that
It's a
means.
real thing.
Every day.
He knows what this means.
Trichodelphophilia. So that's the obsession with specifically number 13 or something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, triskaidekaphobia is
This
when you hate 13.
triskaidekaphobia.
Triskaidekaphilia is when you love it.
Philia is love.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay. Makes
I don't know
sense.
why. I feel
Ophelia.
it was like everybody else was
Trichophilia.
afraid of number 13. So I'm like, yeah,
That's
I like
the phobia.
13.
That's
That's
the
what-
phobia.
okay.
Yeah, you're just being contrarian, which I love. I love that about you.
All right. Well,
You're just like, you want to do this, I'm going to do this.
that's
know?
exactly how I sound.
Oh, Jason.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Let's get
Jason.
all right. Favorite thing about the Eras tour was, besides going to it and just being like this, amazed at everything. I think I was on another podcast recently, just like all of the songs, everything you just talked about, where it changes so much, right? There's something new every 20, 30 seconds. It was incredible. The nonstop length of it. But I'm going to be remiss if I don't say one of the things that I loved is watching Travis Kelce get on the stage, the man in the tuxedo.
It was so good. It was so special. That was like
what he on the stage
that came out because we thought we were doing a bit. Like we both thought we were just joking because a lot of what we're saying is like inside of a bit and we're laughing the whole time. And every once in a while, one of us will be like, "Are you serious?" Like I could be. I could be serious. Are you serious?
I was serious in terrifying fashion. I was like, yeah.
It was like wouldn't it be funny if kind of thing.
Fun.
Yep.
And
I would try not to fuck this up.
It was
no, the show's perfect. You don't want to fuck the show up, do you, Taylor?
But I knew you were going to be down for. I knew you were if you wanted to do it. Like I was never going to pressure you to do it. But the fact that when we were talking about it, we were joking. I saw that little twinkle in your eye where I was like, oh, he wants to do it.
You want me to?
He wants to do it.
He wants to.
Do you want me to go on stage?
Yeah, you got up there.
I'll do it.
You were so good. Every single beat, his comedic timing is crazy. Like, and when the lights are bright, he slows down time. Like that's when he.
Well, no, I just black
thrives.
out and hope that it ends out like perfect.
That's you said. You and I are saying the same thing.
I did. I
big
honestly,
blackout
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I rose from that stage, and I saw how many people are looking at you, and I was just like. Blackout.
You looked so good. Yeah. It was so amazing. Like it was one of the loudest, if not the loudest screams I've ever heard on the tour.
It was insane.
It really was.
I was wanting to make sure. I was like, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm not sounding stupid and it wasn't joking. I'm like, oh, okay, he really did pretty much fall in love with her after attending a show. And then boom.
How many, Trev, you played football in some of the biggest stadiums you've been in front. People have been staring at your whole life. What was that moment like?
There's nothing like this.
Were you
felt
nervous?
like an ant. I felt
nervous?
like the smallest piece of life ever. Like that entire stadium, the floor.
Like, what are all these people doing on the field?
Holy, I didn't know this place felt like this. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I have to pick her up now. Okay, here we go. Don't drop her. Don't drop her.
Don't drop
so
the baby.
Funny
Don't drop the baby.
That you were actually scared about that. You could like throw me over a mountain and like climb the mountain and catch me on the other side. Like
football players drop balls all the time. This is not a
That's true.
Oh my God. It was so good. It was London. It was Wembley Stadium. It was those were such special shows. And we had just wasn't this the week that I got to watch Jason meet the royal family?
It was.
Yeah, I knew you were serious when I was like, Jason, do you want to go meet?
And he was like, what do I do with my beer?
Yeah, I watched him have this moment with his beer where he's just like, but I want to take it, but I know that I probably should not take it.
That's right.
I watched this happen, and it was kind of the most amazing.
What do I do when I meet?
I like that you picked up on it because that was exactly what was going on in my head.
If I don't have my beer, what do I do with this hand now?
Is it like disrespectful to have a beer when you need royalty?
Or am I just like being authentic by having the beer? I would normally have the beer. Wouldn't they want me to be myself? I'm watching you say that in your head.
Yep.
And it was fantastic. I don't know. I'll always remember that. Memory. I was just like, I'll always remember meeting you for the first time, Jason.
Do we need to talk about that? That time I did hold on to my beer.
You did.
What was, I guess you brought it up. What was that first impression?
So funny.
Did you know I was told to be on my best behavior?
I didn't know what you were told, but I did know that one of the first things I saw was like you say to Kylie, I was just shotgunning beers with the Bills Mafia, and I really want to go through one of the fire tables.
Yep.
I want to jump through it. I want to jump onto the flaming table. And she goes, okay, can we not do that right now?
Yeah, guy.
And since then, I've heard her say that exact thing to your 4-year-old. About like, mommy, I want to throw this pudding on the wall. Wouldn't that be fun? Can we not do it right now?
That's a common phrase for.
And so I meet you. You're exactly as I thought you would be. Kylie is exactly as I thought she would be, just like the realest, the smartest, the coolest. You're fantastic. Obviously, you know that. And then I swear to God, Jason, you flew through the window at light speed. I've never seen someone so big move so fast.
It's impressive.
It's like, you know, when you see a cricket and it's here,
yeah,
and then it's gone, and it's 16 feet that way. You're like, did it just jump that way? How did it do that?
And he gets more athletic.
Feet that way. You're like, and it's here. Move so fast. Flew through the window at light speed. I've never seen someone so big move so fast.
It's impressive.
It's like, you know, when you see a cricket and it's here, and then it's gone, and it's 16 feet that way. You're like, did it just jump that way? How did it do that?
And he gets more athletic the more
beers. I mean, it's real.
It was wild.
I really should have played in the NFL drunk. I think it would have been better.
You know what? No. At this point, I would never argue with that. And all of a sudden, like, you're out there in the snow, you're handing me children through the window. Like,
I was trying to. That
it's
was
fully
not my best moment.
It was, and like, I think it actually was. And I'm like,
Taylor, I was like, you want to see Taylor? I got you. Let's go.
We're going in.
Whose kid is that, Jason?
Don't
Do
know.
you know where this kid came from? But yeah, it was. I think it was your best moment, and I think I'm very lucky to have gotten to see it. I love this like new world that Travis has shown me because I really, it's so fun. It's so exciting. There's so much pressure on these players that I kind of was like, I've only ever been in music and been like, you know, seeing that, but the pressure on sports is just such a different type that I have such a respect for everyone. Like everyone I meet on his team, like everyone I see doing this, I'm just like, you've been focused on this since you were a kid, and it shows.
Well, and I'm sure there's a lot of relatability there. Anybody trying to be the best at what they do and dedicating their lives to it. I mean, yeah.
And I've been so lucky because I never have gotten to see what the suite looks like when I play the game.
Because they didn't have a camera
I never
on
get
it.
to see my friends and family. I never get. So
Yeah,
now
because he's always on the field. So for once, he got to be in the suite and be like, this is the suite. This is the food they provide. Okay, because you know he's one being watched playing.
whenever I make a play, I get to see it, what it actually looks like, how much fun they're having, what, you know, the type of support that I get and how crazy it gets. So the Vegas Super Bowl, there was a camera on the suite, and when Nicole scored that touchdown, and to see everybody in that suite start jumping on each other.
People are body slamming each other into other rooms. It was so violent.
It's giving me the chills right now.
Everybody.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
That video
to get everybody going crazy.
People
like that.
went down. Like there were people punching each other. It was like absolute chaos. And like I have every memory of that. Like every memory of that moment is intact, but it's just like screaming and thrashing around and trying not to be taken down by this undertow of your friends going absolutely apeshit.
I loved every bit of it.
Oh, it was so insane.
I mean, the suite that is the Travis Kelce suite that has been happening. What was your first impression of that? Of
the
everybody
Travis Kelce
in
suite.
there?
Oh,
Who's the MVP of the suite?
my
Who's
God.
the MVP of the suite?
Okay, so he's got, which is an incredible, like a huge green flag, is that Travis has had the same friends since he's probably 4 years old.
Yes.
Literally.
And he's incredibly good at maintaining friendships, and he's so loyal.
Either Travis just drank a beer, or he drank something that he's not endorsed by or getting paid to drink. That was good camera placement. I could tell because he went to go drink something. So I'm like, either it's beer, which if he ain't endorsed by a beer company, you don't want to, not get paid for that. I felt like it was somebody either that, like Gatorade, I'm drinking a competitor, or like I just said, he ain't product placement. He's like, no, I don't get paid to drink them, or I shouldn't drink this, but I got this. So we're gonna put the camera off to the side for a little bit. That was good editing. Some people players are like that. Some players go up and talk in the interviews and have Gatorade in front of them, and they're not endorsed by Gatorade, so they had to take Gatorade, down. So that's probably what it was. And then still, sometimes when you're still a celebrity, an athlete, or a singer, like if you're drinking something and they're not paying you to endorse their drink, wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? He learned the business trade. He probably learned that from Taylor.
And
Literally.
and he's incredibly good at maintaining friendships, and he's so loyal, and his friends are equally loyal, and they're just the funniest, most hilarious group of people.
Yeah, and you want to talk about green flags. The first game she went to, the Bears game, she literally went through the front door of the stadium.
Yeah, we walked right in.
Just right in, like like general admission?
Through general admission, through with everybody on the bus to the game.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, oh, she's just in it.
Yeah.
She's down. She's down for the ride. She's here for the fun. She's like, I'll fucking go. I'll go through the mud. I'll be a part of Chiefs Kingdom.
Like, if this is where we walk in, this is where we walk in. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an alternative. I'm like, we just played here.
I love that too, but because it shows the humility and it shows how human she just wants to be. She's like, yeah, I mean, I was with your friends, but like, I don't want to go in no secret door. Like, I want to feel normal. I know I'm Taylor Swift. I want to feel normal. He's like, yeah, your tallest friends is around me. I'm pretty sure they weren't going to let nobody get to me, And to be honest, even though I'm new to this world, the Swiftie world, I feel like there's very few football fans and Swiftie fans at the same time. So it's not like I feel like you're there and it's like, oh my God, it's Taylor Swift. Most of them are there for football and probably don't have a clue who Taylor Swift is because only from their daughters or nieces or nephews or something like that. So that's the way I feel. Maybe there's a lot more football fans and Swiftie fans that I know about, but I feel like that's, if anything, that's the opportunity she should take to still feel normal. And it worked because he's like, fuck, she's walked through the front door. Damn.
Where we walk in, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an alternative.
That's like, where we walk in.
We just played here 3
if
months
she knows
ago.
she's Taylor Swift, she could walk in somewhere secret, but she chose not to. That's how human she is. That's why I love being a fucking Swiftie.
Yeah.
And we went a different way, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to backseat drive this shit.
What was that like? What were people doing?
I remember using, like, Ross was like,
Yep.
Ross is so tall and so broad that it's like that helps a lot. And then just you have a lot of other just like big bulky dudes that you're friends with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Green flag, not threatened by other guys.
That's right. At all.
I was walking in I had a hat on and I had a mask on, and I'm walking in in the front. We're
Makes
walking
sense.
in with thousands of people in Arrowhead, and nobody noticed.
Oh my gosh.
There were rumors that we had been seeing each other, but I think people were like,
remember that. Yeah.
what would they talk about?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I hinted on the Pat McAfee show that I was going to see if you would be willing to come see me rock the stage at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since I've
Saw
seen
her.
you make the stadium.
But
so
nobody
nice.
was like, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna see her there, and we're
Nobody
gonna see her
believed
coming
me.
in through general admission."
No, wait.
Personally, before I was even a Swiftie, when I first heard that Taylor and Travis was dating, literally for me, I was just like, how did they meet? Was it like a mutual friend is in music and they met up somewhere? Like they met somewhere and was like, oh, hey. And then it went from there. And then I was like, had no idea Taylor Swift was a football fan. That's cool. What other thoughts came through my head? I don't know, normal thoughts. Just normal thoughts. I don't know. Maybe I just don't have that in my body to be like dismissive and mean. I just was like, that's awesome. But how did that happen? Football, singer, must be celebrity circle type thing. And then I watched this and I learned, oh, this man was a fan. Is a fan. And went to a show. Went to the Eras tour. That's how he met. That's why it's crazy. So it's like finding that out is just pretty cool. Because, like I said, when I first heard it, I just was like, I wonder what event they both was like ended up being in the same room as, that made that happen. What event? What mutual friend? Huh. Okay. Well, that's cool. Just never thought they would have been in the same circles. That's all.
Guy landed her.
So that's kind of cool.
No chance.
Hey.
No chance that whole podcast thing worked.
I didn't believe it when you told me.
You manifested it.
I did. Yes.
You summoned me. Here I am.
Andy Reid has recently revealed
You manifested it. You summoned me. Here I am. That's so beautiful. This man went on this podcast that said he wanted to meet Taylor was butthurt, and then from there, it says they started seeing each other. That's a true love story for your ass right
I
there.
did. Yes.
You summoned me. Here I am.
Andy Reid has recently revealed that he was the one who set you guys up. How true is this revelation by Big Red?
Whatever Andy Reid
Cupid.
says, we're going to stand by.
We're not going to refute anything.
He says it.
Cupid.
That's what happened.
Big Red. It's all the same.
That's what happened. He's been friends with my dad. My dad is the most social man who's ever been born.
Shout out to Scott.
I was about to say, who's not friends with Scott?
He's just a maniac. He will make a
my
friend in an airport in 1971, have a 5-minute conversation, and still be talking to that dude twice a week now. But he's like that with everyone he meets. Like he's able to have very many, very meaningful relationships. And it's a skill.
It's a talent.
Yeah.
It is.
It is a
Yeah,
mind-boggling talent
that is a
I've only
talent.
known him to have.
Yeah.
that is a rare talent. 'Cause I got many meaningful online relationships. You know, certain online relationships became, IRL, like Uncle Ray and stuff. But other than that, a lot of my relationships are on, friendships are online, my community and such. So having a lot of healthy relationships, and those are people like IRL too, like probably met up and know that is a talent. That's a fucking talent.
Yeah. He's a
It's impressive.
savant.
It is impressive.
He's a savant.
Impressive.
Social savant, my dad. And so he knows Andy, and Andy's been coming to shows for years and stuff like that. So I've always had like a really positive vibe about Andy Reid.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what the sports were that he was doing, but I knew that was my dad's friend, Andy Reid.
You knew he was really
I
good.
now know he is literally the most iconic, legendary
Yes.
coach of all time.
Yeah.
And like from the way that you
Andy
talk about
is-
him, his leadership
Andy
style
is-
is so,
yeah.
I respect it so much.
Right.
Because I feel like it's done without like aggression or raising your voice or losing your
That's also funny. I'll just sit and talk about who do they know that's in their circle. That's the common, a common person they know. His fucking coach is good friends with Taylor's dad. That is wild. That's so cool and wild.
composure.
No,
It's all
he
very
will-
composed
he
and
will.
focused.
Can happen.
He will rip you apart for sure.
But, like, not in
you
a-
got to be really like
But
not
I feel
running
like
the
it's-
plays he's calling. Them.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, but it's not done. It's not overdone, right? Like if
No,
you get
no.
it from him, you know you deserve it, and
You
you're
know
going to
he's-
shape up.
Exactly.
That's what I heard from you.
exactly. And
Yep.
yeah, there's validity to it. There's such a genuine like want to get better
Mhm.
that him getting you to like do it the right way is it's like a disciplinary thing. It's just like he wouldn't be doing it unless he saw the greatness in you or he saw your ability to get it right, and he wouldn't be doing it this way if it was any other
Yeah,
way, if that makes sense.
it's
It
like,
does.
there's a lot of
Yes.
heart.
Yeah, there's a stoicism too, which makes the heart when he shows it to you. And I think this is what you're kind of saying, Taylor. He's so like composed and so like locked in. And then all of a sudden when he does show that little bit of like,
Jason just mentioned me, didn't know it. He said locked in. My name is being spoken in rooms I never thought about. Talk about manifesting.
composed and so like locked in. And then all of a sudden when he does show that little bit of like warmth, it's like, oh, there's that teddy bear. I see him.
Yeah,
in
he's
there.
funny. He's
And then-
cheeky.
Yeah. And then,
But it's like
when-
everything has a reason. Like
Yeah.
everything is very like intentional. He's like, I feel like he like coaches and lives in a very intentional way, which I think
Yes.
is really awesome. And it's just like a great leadership style.
Yeah, there's a layer
Yeah.
of trust and there's a layer of like discipline where you
You have that trust in you. He has a layer of trust and discipline that it carries over personal life and on the field as a coach, but it gives that certain, it gives his players certain tenacity to just want to be better. It also just shows how much he gives a fuck. And anything as a human being, when we're in shit, we just want to see somebody or know that they give a fuck.
You're gonna have some fun playing for him, but you're gonna know when you got to flip that switch to be serious and be on point and do it his way. He says it all the time. He's got 51%. I was like, all right, whatever you say, boss.
I always feel like when you lose your shit, you lose your leadership. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
It's just kind of something I've always kind of tried to administer in what I'm doing. But he's a huge role model for that.
Hey, anybody else while watching this podcast the whole time, your eyes just kept looking at this, looking at this, looking at this, looking at this. You're just like the whole time, like fucking Mrs. Doubtfire. You're like the whole time. She just put it in our face. Talk about Easter eggs, and they're right there.
Of how he motivates people and how he does so without flying off the handle, and is just very focused on what the right thing is at the right moment.
Yes.
You know?
Yep. So so did Andy tell Scott something? Is that what I'm trying to? What did Andy say to Scott?
I mean, okay, so when you guys did the full send on the podcast,
yes,
there was a full send, yes.
And he was like, "You want to date me?" And everybody heard it.
Now they're
it was
drink.
the shooting your shot heard.
He has a label turned back
around the world. And everybody heard it. It was the shooting your shot heard around the world.
Yes.
Basically, everyone who likes you, which is a lot of people, started reaching out to everyone who knows me.
There we go.
I think it was like Andy was vouching for you. I think it was my relatives, my cousins were like,
love you,
please,
Andy.
please, please.
That's dope.
He's amazing. There were friends that were like, he's
so
actually
dope.
an amazing guy. Like, he's so great. There was a lot of kind of people whispering in my ear about you. And I actually, that's not normal. Like, it's not normal. There are people just willing to go to bat for you and be like, you don't understand. This guy's incredible.
And that's a sign of someone with a good character. Genuinely and authentically with a good character. I love that for him, and I also love that for Taylor. That's hard to find.
There are people just willing to go to bat for you and be like, you don't understand. This guy's incredible.
Well, Andy, well done.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.
And
for
Scott.
everything.
And Scott, thank you.
There we go, Scott.
Coach and dad.
Speaking of which, how's Scott doing? He's doing good?
So he is doing incredibly well. My dad had an interesting summer. He actually had a quintuple bypass surgery.
Oh.
And that's a really intense surgery.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it all happened really quick. He went in. I know he would want me to say this because he really he learned a lot through this process. He's had a healthy, perfect EKG every year that he's gone in to get his physicals.
Yeah.
Perfect EKG.
Yeah.
But what found his 5 hard blockages in his heart was a resting stress test. So he's been telling all his friends, you need to get the stress test because that's what's actually preventative. If you can find that earlier, you don't have to have a bypass surgery. You can sort out those blockages with stents and things that are a lot less invasive. So he finds out that he's got these blockages. They're like, we got to do this like tomorrow.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, we don't know how you walked in here, dude. This is crazy. So wow. He was, of course, saying to our family, he was like, you guys are busy. I don't want you guys to have to come in here. Like, you and Austin are busy. Like, just you don't have to do this. Don't
brave
come.
dad, the strong dad,
He said something about when a cat is injured, it curls up around a tree and heals itself. I was like, Dad, cats don't have quintuple bypass surgery.
He tried to relate.
You're just saying stuff.
He tried.
That doesn't mean anything.
Hey, at least he tried. He's like, they go off and they hug a tree and they do it themselves. No? Okay.
To me. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to come there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he wakes up from surgery and it's my mom, my brother, and me and his best friend. And he comes out of surgery and he did a comedy act, a comedy set for 15 minutes. He was the funniest he's ever been. And he's usually really funny, but he's like, we didn't know how many blockages he had. And I was like, Dad, you had a quintuple bypass. You had 5. That's crazy. It's more than we thought. And he's like, well, you see, I come from a very competitive family. And it was kind of wild because it was very parent-child reversal.
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. Like my brother and my mom and I were each taking shifts in the ICU and staying with him 24/7. And I remember when I was a teenager, my parents would always, the big fight we always had is I'd sneak my cell phone into my room and be talking to my best friend Abigail under the covers all night. And they'd be like, you have a test tomorrow. You need to rest. We're taking your phone, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd get to the hospital. My brother will have done the night shift. And he's like, Tay, you got to take his phone. I caught him FaceTiming his friends all night. He needs his rest. He needs to be sleeping. He's FaceTiming all night.
It's like one of the main things you need is you need that your body to just like heal.
Recover.
And I'm like, I'm not taking his phone. He'll get mad. He's like, I'm not taking his phone. You got to be the one to take his phone. I'm like, I'm not doing it. My mom's like, I don't want to do it. So we're just like, it's like we've got we've got to take our teenage son's phone away from him because he's FaceTiming all night. He came out of surgery, tried to give guitar picks to all the nurses and doctors, but he wasn't wearing pants, didn't have pockets, hospital gown. You know, I'm having these moments where I'm like, this dude built play sets and swing sets and cribs for me. I'm building his shower chair and his walker and his like bed that goes like this. Like, it's just surreal, man. And you're like, you know, we just all moved in with him for the whole summer pretty much. And just, you know, because
you know, right there, she just told you this memories of her dad right there. It's like he's built play sets, cribs. He's taking care of me all my life. And here I am, like taking care of, you know, it's surreal that time, age, you're getting older, but here I am taking care of my dad.
You can't.
But of a bypasses. Five of them, but you know what I mean? 5 blockages was wild. That's wild. I'm glad he's still here with us.
Really walk on your own. We had a little harness for my dad, just like walking dad on his harness. And he was like the loveliest patient ever. He just kept saying thank you over and over again. So
guy was full of life, man.
Yeah.
He was appreciative that he caught it.
And he still is.
Yeah. You know it.
We had the FaceTime with him last time we were together, and I was like, yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. This guy's still freaking got the energy going. Yeah. So like Trav was hanging with him the other day and he was like, so sweetie, he says he's at 75%. And if this is 75%, I'm truly terrified of him.
To give you the update, I'm probably at 85 to 90% now. So we still got a month though.
Yeah. So my dad's like, new arteries, new me. My mom just got a new knee.
There we go. New knee.
Oh shit, let's go.
She's doing great. She's scampering around. We're not quite at scampering yet, but she's doing great.
She's moving around.
Yeah, this was just like the summer of my parental upgrades. Like we're just upgrading the parents, making sure that they live to be at least 186 years old.
Huge.
Because they're 2 of my best friends and I just adore them. And it was
she probably hired nutritionists, dietitians, therapists, physical therapists. Yeah, she got it all.
One of the most special things that's ever happened to me. Like
that's amazing.
Spending all that time with them this summer and getting to like you have those long talks that you don't have when it's like a small concentrated period of time. This is when I learned to do the sourdough, right? My parents' friend Tina sends over a loaf.
Shout out Tina.
That's my girl.
I love you. Thank you, Tina.
Sends over like the best loaf of bread I've ever had in my life. To call it bread feels really, honestly, sort of like
it's
gold.
Sort of like minimizing what this was,
it's my
right?
gold.
So I'm like, I need to know how to do this. I go over to Tina's house. She teaches me how to do it. She gives me some of her starter. Life is never the same. Okay. All these things are happening in Florida. Travis is doing his training. He's like, you look at him.
In Florida. I'm in
Look
Florida.
at him. And he's so fast and he can jump so high. So this was our Florida summer.
That's what it is.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's one hell of a drug.
Really Florida'd it up.
How many people have come up to you guys and talking about or spoken about how much they've appreciated you being a part of the Chiefs and like their daughters all of a sudden being into sports? Because I get it all the time. Yeah. I can't imagine how much you guys get it. How much the game has grown.
It definitely feels like a lot of people say that to us.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that aspect of it. So that was a good question. Helping the game grow, like daughters, you know, sons love Taylor and she's in football now, so they want to get into that. That's kind of dope. Shout out to that. You know how many dads are bonding with their daughters over football, right? That is fucking dope. That is changing the game because then it makes people realize dads don't just have to bond with their sons over football. Dads can bond with their girls too.
You guys get it.
You know, how many dads who probably got out of their shell to be like, I do this, and then boom, adding another amazing part of their relationship.
How much the game has grown.
It definitely feels like a lot of people say that to us, which is really kind because there was never a thought in either of our heads that was going to be.
I had no idea. That was a pleasant surprise. Seeing all the little girls in the stands at games, and you could see a proud father right there standing next to him. It's definitely been fun to see that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm here to
surprise.
see Taylor.
You know, I think a lot of the women and girls, maybe they like watched one game to see me cheer on my boyfriend or whatever. But if they stayed, which is what people are saying based on the numbers, that's because the game is so great and it's such an amazing, interesting thing to learn about.
I will say it was cool to see the comparison of it all because the way she runs her tour, her show, her like team and everything like that is very like team friendly. There are similarities in terms of her athleticism.
Yeah.
What she's doing for 3 hours.
I mean, listen, I was screaming. I was screaming for 40 seconds during the intro, and I'm out of breath.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the preparation it takes to get there. We can work on that.
I got a whole regimen for you.
Okay,
we'll get you on the tour prep. It'll be great.
Perfect.
The goals that you set for yourself to achieve, like it's very like there are some similarities that I thought you found like. I don't know, like fascinating that you kind of have that same regimen going into stuff. And I thought that was fun for me to at least see when I saw you on tour and saw how much of a team you guys were.
On paper, like we actually kind of have a very similar job. Like our job is to entertain people for 3+ hours in NFL stadiums. And it's like,
it's
like when I'm
true.
there, it's called a dressing room. When
the way she just said that though. In NFL stadiums. Fuck you, Bob.
Job. Like our job is to entertain people for 3+ hours in NFL stadiums. And it's like,
it's
like when I'm
true.
there, it's called a dressing room. When Travis is there, it's called a locker room.
Yep,
For me, it's called a rehearsal. For him, it's called a practice. For him, it's called his coach. For me, it's my mom.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go. And that's for the people right there who are like, what would they have in common? It's low key. This is low key brilliant because not only do we know that she unveiled her new album, all right, Swifties, you ready for this? Pun intended. Another pun, but they come at you. This podcast, like this episode of this podcast, is like Taylor and Travis's own, are ready for it. It's their own version. Might not be singing, but this is their ready for it as far as taking back their narrative, reclaiming their relationship and who they are in the public eye. This is definitely Crouching Tiger, Hidden Petty Taylor and Travis. This is that PTT, Petty Tay, Trav, okay? We got Petty Tay, Petty Trav now. Because low key, you think about it, this whole interview, they're shutting up all the haters about the relationship, shutting up all the haters about Taylor being a disruption and being bad for football. They're shutting all that shit down in a podcast with an active NFL football player and a retired NFL football player. This is these two's version of Ready for It, but in podcast form. They're telling all the Bobs pretty much, fuck you, eat a dick. Look at this. Look, and they're not even acting. This is them being wholesome. This is them being genuine, authentic, being unapologetically themselves as a couple and as individuals. You know, people, just like she said, 10 minutes ago, how people was like, yeah, what would they have in common? And then they're talking about what they have in common. Come on now. This podcast is on some deeper shit. That's all I kept thinking about this whole time was like, way to shut everybody the fuck up. Way to shut this shit down. Way to shut it down. And then on top of that, as 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 supportive as Travis has been with the Eras tour, being there, seeing the behind the scenes, being with her and stuff, and being with her through big moments in her life, what other way? And this is not coming from a cocky standpoint. This is just coming. They're both fully aware of who they are. This is coming from the standpoint of what other way to help support your boyfriend and his brother's podcast by not only your Taylor Swift being on the podcast, then unveiling TS12, your new album, on the podcast, making it the most watched, streamed, whatever show in their podcast history, and probably going to be in podcast history in general. Because Taylor could have did that with Taylor's mind and how she is, like how Travis has been explaining. She could have unveiled the life of a showgirl. She could have unveiled TS12 any other way. But what other way to show how in love, how much support, how supportive you are, how loyal you are to your boyfriend, than having your own version of Ready For It, podcast-wise, and then supporting him and his endeavors and what he does on the side with the podcast by unveiling your album. You can't say shit about this couple. Power couple for sure. If anything, this is the blueprint. This is how you're supposed to move as two celebrities as a couple. This is how you're supposed to move. I'll say it for these two. Checkmate.
I'm there, it's called a dressing room. When Travis is there, it's called a locker room. For me, it's called a rehearsal. For him, it's called a practice. For him, it's called his coach. For me, it's my mom.
It is that part, though. It's my mom.
Yeah, so there will be times for like game versus show, right? I'll be like, baby, how was the show? Game.
Yeah.
How was the rehearsal? The practice. Field, stage, they're the same thing. We just call them different things.
Yes,
Very
exactly.
true.
It was cool to see the comparisons and how
That's
kind
pretty
of
cool. That's pretty awesome.
And
That's
how hard
too.
she works in the gym. We've been to the gym like numerous times, and she works harder than me every time.
That's not true. That's crazy. You can like
Every
squat
time.
lift a car.
Okay.
He's just saying
That's
words.
just
He's just
genetics,
saying
baby.
words.
That's just,
But
that's
one
Kelsey
rep.
genes.
That's one rep. This is what people
I can
forget.
stretch more.
One
That's
rep
what I
of a-
can do more.
Yeah.
I've heard about we've talked about the treadmill walk-in while you're doing the whole show and like all of it. We can't walk for 4 hours, Kevin.
you
When's the last
kidding
time you
me?
walked for 4 hours,
I
Travis?
don't
Okay. So you guys told me, but hearing it is also just wild. Walking on the treadmill for 4 hours and singing the whole entire set list of the show, of the concert. She is her.
I've never even tried that.
She is her.
I'm not stupid enough to try something like that. You kidding me? My knees would be shredded.
Oh my God.
So one of the other things that's been crazy to witness is just the media attention, right? Like I think you play in the
What
NFL,
media
you
attention?
think Travis
On the two of us.
let me. Yeah.
What are you talking
Yes. Okay. The media attention on your guys' relationship, on the amount of people that talk about it constantly.
Wow, I just called it. I just called that. That is crazy. Yo, Trav and Tay, y'all need a new best friend? I'm just fucking with. I'm fucking with it.
Media attention on your guys'
I'm 6'4". I'm 255. I've been in the gym religiously. Tall. I could be one of those guys that protect Taylor, walking through the front gate of the stadium. One of the tall guys. I could be a Ross. Yeah.
relationship, on the amount of people that talk about it constantly, the theories that are out there, of which I am probably way too invested in.
If she wants security, Trav or Taylor wants security, hit me up. Like I said, 6'4". 5. You don't even gotta pay me. You can just let me eat some food. Cats. Throw a football. Eats or something.
What? How do you guys handle all of the noise and chatter about everything that's going on in both of your lives?
We don't really. I don't see a lot of things. I'm of the firm belief that, like, you know, if you're basing your if you're getting your feedback from the internet or from comments and stuff, like, I just really think that, like, anything you feed your brain, it will internalize. Anything you feed the internet, it will kill.
Yeah.
I've been in the music industry for 20 years. It's pretty hard.
She just taught me some shit. She just literally just made me think about some shit. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Yep. I'm gonna start doing it by stop doing it. Thank you, Taylor. I needed to hear that.
Will kill.
Yeah.
Fuck all the negative shit. Pay attention to the positive. Here on out, I'm not explaining myself no more or going back and forth with trollers or negative people. I love trolling trollers, but it is what she said. That's why I just been paying attention to nothing but the positive. It actually works out better.
I've been in the music industry for 20 years. It's pretty hard to hurt my feelings at this point.
She's a pro, and it took me a little while to be a pro about it. I think initially, and there's still some like wacko theories from the beginning that I was very like, oh no, like how is she handling this? I don't like the last thing I wanted to do is screw this up. Yeah. So I'm like, in my mind is like her being so calm, cool, collected, and so just real and understanding about everything that's going on. Really made me grow up real fast in that aspect of things.
But also, I think the fact that you genuinely find a lot of online discourse to be truly hilarious.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And hilarious. That changes things for me because
discourse and truth.
You know,
find the humor in it. Find the humor in it.
If he's seeing things
that's what I do
he
too.
Thinks it's funny and it doesn't even affect his day at all, like that's really completely bled into the way that I metabolize these things. It's at a point where like something can be about me, like my name can be in the actual headline, and it can still be none of my business.
Okay.
Like, people might be out here doing too much.
Just
I like
shaking
that.
ass.
Doesn't mean I have to do a damn thing.
I like that, Taylor.
We live in such a social media moment where
I'm still learning that myself as a reactor. Because I feel like I have to constantly take up for myself. Because there's some people who, as a reactor, people are always going to either tell me what to do, what they feel like I shouldn't do, how many pauses, talk too much. He pauses every 4 seconds. I'm here to watch this, not hear him, yada, yada, yada. And it's just like, I just have to learn, like, I've taught myself to just see that and just keep doing what I'm doing. Because what I've been doing is what got us here as a community, as a reaction channel, as a content creation channel. You know, I'm about to bring, I'm getting things set, you know. I have the wireless mics. I'm getting things set up for vlogging and cooking streams. And, you know, I'm more than just a reactor. I'm a content creator, but I want to get people more involved in the life of who Jeremy is. Because at the end of the day, very hard to explain to people. Once I say it, like now we're, you know, a government, Jeremy, but LoccdWolf is Jeremy, and Jeremy is LoccdWolf. My name just literally, I have locks, and my favorite animal is a wolf. That's literally it. I'm not no person. I'm not no what's the word? This is not no like impression or character. I all I know is to be me. I'm just being me, and I've learned to, like she said, just not give a fuck about the negative shit no more. Well, I paused this much because of this reason. Well, I keep pausing because I feel like what I gotta say is, you know, towards the song and how I'm feeling and my reaction. And then you pay attention to the negative too much. Here comes imposter syndrome. Then there's days I don't feel like recording and uploading, so I'm like, who cares? And then when you just start looking at the positive comments and seeing that some people are like, you know, you change the way I look at this song, or the very few rare your reactions have saved my life. So much more positive things out there matter than someone being upset that I paused doing a solo, or I talk too much for a reaction, or this and that and the third. Like, I love what I do. I love music. And I love music because before COVID, I was in retail because I love people. And even though I can't meet people physically, I still meet all types of people from all types of walk of life via doing this. And I just love my job. To me, this is a job. And I love what I do. I just love it. I don't look at this and be like, I love, in a sense, serving the people. But I like to remind people I'm human. 34. I got 2 kids. I have a wife. I have a family. Sometimes I push out a lot of content, and sometimes it's like, bear with me. I got IRL stuff, and it's just nice to do things and build a community like I have, and build a community that you guys are a part of, where you guys understand me as a human. And even to the Swifties, you guys understand that because Taylor has done a good job letting you guys know how human she still is, even though to us, she's Taylor Swift. So you guys, you watch reactors, and a lot of you Swifties are good with just, you're human first. You know what I mean? You guys are just awesome. But I can see why. But she literally right here, this whole segment right here just made me just realize, like, focus on the positive, keep your head up, keep pushing out the content. Keep my double-edged sword is I'm a people pleaser. That's why a lot of you guys who've joined the Patreon has seen a few changes from how things first started. First of all, I had barely did things on my Patreon because I didn't think I was worth anything as a reactor at the time. So I was really unprepared about how fast you Swifties were coming in, flooding the Patreon, and then the donor request. Shout out to you guys for the donor request, and helping support me as a creator and requesting Taylor stuff. How fast that was coming in, and I was like, whoa, and it reminded me of how much I loved my job, and then sometimes people pleasing, it comes with, my whole thing is just always wanted to be fair. I always want to be fair and want my community to know that I'm never going to take advantage of them. And the biggest part is monetarily, because as a content creator, there's so many negative things that shine on us, especially the narrative of we're just money hungry, and like, no, I just have, if I can relate to, I just have rent, I have bills, I have family, and if I was blessed enough to be put in this position as being a reactor, being a content creator, being a gamer, then a lot of you guys have helped me know my worth, and I appreciate y'all. And like I said, here we are in the podcast. Taylor is still helping me heal and know truly like what it is I desire and want to take this. I want to take this to the moon and back. I want to be, I ain't gonna lie, some people are like, I'm trying to retire in my 40s and my 50s. I'm trying to be 70 years old and having some OGs in here be like, bro, I remember watching you when you was 34 years old, man. Here you are at 66 years old, you still going. Like, fuck yeah, I am. No matter if I make thousands, make millions, or just stay financially comfortable. At the end of the day, it's everybody's goal. But I'm blessed to be put in a position to love what I do and seeing people appreciate what I do. And it just pushes me. And I just thank you guys for the positivity. I really do.
Headline. And it can
Swifties help relight. I already had a fire under my ass, but you guys help make that fire brighter under my ass. And it just
still be none of my business.
Okay.
Like, people can be.
How the fuck does Taylor do that? How the fuck did I just get vulnerable out of nowhere? She's a fucking therapist, bro. She's a fucking therapist.
Out here, people might be out here doing too much.
Just shaking ass.
Doesn't mean I have to do a damn thing.
Yeah.
We live in such a social media moment where a lot of people's identities and they get their feedback from that, right? Like, and I'm a real constructive criticism guy. Like, give me constructive criticism all day.
Coach
I will
me
take
up.
it.
Coach me up.
It'll fuel
She's
me.
an athlete, dude.
It's helpful.
She's an athlete, dude.
right? But I have so many like friends or acquaintances or people where like they'll see one comment they don't like,
Right.
and it will ruin their day. It'll ruin their night. Like, and I just want to say to them, like, you should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it.
Yep.
Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Right.
Because like what you spend your
Thank you. Thank you, Tay. I needed to hear this.
not everyone can afford it.
Yep.
Like, not everyone, as if it's like a luxury item. You should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item.
Yeah.
Not everyone can afford it.
Yep.
Like, not everyone has invested in you in order to be able to have the capital for you to care about this.
Right.
Because like what you spend your energy on, that's the day.
And it's so true.
Doesn't, right? Like it doesn't matter where you were. Like maybe you went to go get coffee today. Maybe you saw friends today. If you were obsessing over one thing that you saw, like you literally like saw some guy call you mid, and this, and you can't stop thinking about it.
No, he did not.
You can't stop thinking about it, dude. That's the day then. That's the night then. And so I've been able to sort of mediate a really healthy relationship with not seeing a whole lot.
To what you just said too, and social media expounds all of this, because everybody knows if they say one thing, but all of a sudden if they put Taylor Swift attached to it, it's going to get 1,000 more retweets and likes and hate comments or love comments or whatever. It's going to stir up tons of controversy.
Totally.
And I get this way all the time, where I just recently like went into the facility with Cam Jurgens, and something was happening like in the social media world that I was like, why are people like upset at this person? This is bullshit, yada, yada. And Cam just hit me with like, are they really though? Or did just one person say something? Because I used to get the same way, where I'd get upset. And then it took me like, actually, nobody really gives a shit about this.
Jason's early Twitter years. Oh, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, baby. He had to get off. He had to literally step away.
It hit me right between the eyes.
Because he would respond to, I wouldn't say everybody, but he wasn't shy of letting people know how he felt on Twitter.
Oh yeah. No,
based off of their comments. It was honestly, Philadelphia, you guys know this, it was a treat. And it's become a treat again now that he's back on, because you'll have a friendly conversation.
Twitter used to be like a different thing, right? Like you remember Twitter. You're like, I fed a squirrel ate a piece of bread. Didn't know they ate bread like that. Straight smashed it.
Now that there's autocorrect, I need to get back on Twitter.
Used to be, right? I'm like, I need a pair of scissors to open these scissors. Like we're just thinking things, right? It's like a different thing now. And it's kind of about like, information is power, I guess, unless all of your information is geared towards you thinking that everything is about you. Yeah. Because, not everyone is ever thinking about one person all the time at any point. It's just like, if your algorithm is giving you either criticisms of yourself or adulation or praise, you're creating an ecosystem in which you're the centerpiece of the table. And I just don't think that's healthy. Like that's not the way I want to move through the world. So I do detach from the internet in a huge way. Like I'm just not, I have had my comments disabled on Instagram for like 10 years now. Yeah. And it's very smart. I don't miss it.
Yeah. I found that out after the Eras tour. Comments were going to be the first way.
Dude, the problem is, I get so mad. I then go and look at all the other comments, and then Twitter just feeds me more.
And dude, you're on like Reddit.
It's like, so we saw that like this.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I'm like, I don't know what this is, but get out of my office. It's on fire.
Yeah.
My business is making music and taking care of my fans, and I have ways of monitoring what they want from me and how best to entertain them, which is my job. Yeah. And everything else she's so just sort of like, it's not my business. I have actual business that I need to run. Mm-hmm. Can you?
It's not my business. I have actual business I need to run. Again, thank you, Taylor, for dropping fucking gems on me. Ooh, the way I'm about to move now is about to be crazy because
like, it's not my business. I have actual business that I need to run. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if we just talked about what people said about our relationship? Yeah. Because if we talked about that would be all we talked about, because there's so much chatter. It's like we're busy having an actual relationship.
I want to hear sourdough bread puns.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And-
done
and
paying
you will.
attention to the negative.
And that's a
few.
promise.
All right. Let's get to the part of this show that I think is what everybody is going to be talking about.
Do I get to say it? Do I get
Well,
to say?
the
I
new
get to say
news?
the 2 words. Yes.
Well, I think we were going to try and.
I think
This is
First
what
of all, you can do whatever you want, Taylor. We're not
No, I
going to
don't.
review. This is very
I want
much
to work
whatever.
within the framework of the podcast. I'm a fan of the podcast.
Typically,
That's so
we
Yeah.
would allow the guests to say new news,
Yeah, I want to do it.
but with Zach Brown, we had another bit that we did. I don't know if you saw.
I don't know if we can get back to this.
We're not gonna do it?
I forgot everything that Zach taught me already.
All right, let's just let the expert take care of this.
Okay, I wanted
Taylor.
to scream it.
Taylor, go.
Just Travis style. Do
I
you want me
think
to
you
start it or echo it?
I think Taylor has a little bit of new news.
Yay! She's a natural. She's a natural.
It was as fun as I thought it was going to be. Oh, it was everything. It was everything and more.
We did talk about Easter eggs earlier,
Yeah.
and at the very last Eras tour, you didn't take the lift. You did
Yes.
not. You went upstage and exited through an orange door.
Wow.
Why did you change the ending?
So I'm happy you mentioned
I was
that.
about to say, Jason, this is
Did you
very-
see that fans?
how
Did you see that the
notice?
fans noticed this? Because I was pretty proud of them for noticing that.
They noticed
I
everything.
was surfing the internet and
noticed
saw
everything.
something.
Yeah. So that was
I know this is probably spoiler alert for the Eras tour because we haven't reacted to the Eras tour yet. That's gonna come later, but that's the most recent tour, biggest one. We gotta do it big for that one.
Okay.
I was pretty happy that they noticed that. I was like trained them well. So basically, every night of the
Swifties are on
Eras
it.
They
tour,
know
I would
everything happens with a reason. Taylor's a planner. She's not just a random orange door.
Eggs everywhere. Just eggs everywhere.
What's happening there? Why? Anyway, so I would leave the stage every night going down the elevator lift. That's how every single Eras show ended, except for the last one, where I exited through a door, an orange door to be specific. And
Orange.
that actually was an Easter egg. Basically, the reason why I chose to exit that way is because I kind of wanted to give a little subliminal hint to the fans that I may be leaving the Eras Tour era, but I was also entering
A new era.
a new
The way he said it.
era. So I wanted to show you something.
Okay. What do we got?
We got
A briefcase.
How do I know that this is already out and I'm still getting goosebumps? I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting Taylor's version goosebumps. I originally already got goosebumps because I was live when she broke my internet when she did this. So I've already freaked out. Like I said earlier, pre-ordered it. The poster and CD, then pre-ordered its Frightening edition because I love red. Obviously, I love red. And now I have goosebumps, Taylor's version, because we're doing this again, and I'm still getting goosebumps.
Case.
yep.
We're gonna call this GBTV, Goosebumps Taylor's version.
Mint green with TS
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album.
He's such a supportive ass boyfriend. He got the fucking confetti in his fucking hand.
This is my brand new album.
We got
Let's go.
This is my brand new album. It's called The Life of a Showgirl.
Love it.
It
Love
was
it.
something that I was working on while I was in Europe on the Eras tour.
So while
And
you were on tour,
I was
Okay.
working. I would be
How
on tour.
on earth did she do this
That's
on the
crazy.
tour? It's
On
still
tour
blowing my
is
mind.
crazy.
I just love it. I just love it a lot. I love music. I would be playing shows. I'd do like 3 shows in a row. I'd have 3 days off. I'd fly to Sweden,
Wow.
go back to the tour, and actually like working on this. I was physically exhausted at this point in the tour, but I was so mentally stimulated and so excited to be creating.
And that's crazy because she's on tour, pretty much being a showgirl. And then while on tour, she makes an album, The Life of a Showgirl. That is perfect. That's perfect because she's doing this on tour while she was being a showgirl. So is she pretty much gonna get more into her life of a showgirl? Because she literally wrote an album about. Ow, my brain. She did a whole album about the life of a showgirl while in the middle of living her life of a showgirl.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is
And literally living the life of a showgirl.
I was.
While she wrote it.
That's why
All
I
right.
said. That's why
All right. Well, there you go. All right, Travis. Thank you,
I
Travis.
called it that. Nailed
Love
it.
it.
So, do you want to see the back cover?
I would love to see all of it. Yes.
Back cover is where we find the 12 tracks for my 12.
12 tracks.
12th
Bangers.
album. So this
Okay.
is. So we got all.
What are they?
So we got track 1, "The Fate of Ophelia."
Okay.
Track
Do you
2.
Go ahead. I was
wanna
going to say,
talk
do
about-
you know what Fate of Ophelia
wanna
is?
talk
Okay,
about
keep
Hamlet?
going.
Hamlet.
I don't want to get Jason all riled up.
Yeah.
So we can just go through the
We
track.
can talk
Okay.
about it
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
Track 2, Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
You know who Elizabeth Taylor is?
You better.
I'm just kind of following. along.
Okay. All right.
Track 3, Opalite.
Opalite.
You know what opalite is, Jason?
Why? Can we stop asking me? if I
Okay,
know
I'm
things?
done.
Yeah,
I'm done asking Jason things.
He's like, I hate this
I
structure of
know
the
a
conversation.
lot about this album, and I'm excited.
Track 4, Father Figure.
Father figure. All right.
Track 5, Eldest Daughter.
Oh man.
Okay.
Track 6,
After track 5.
Ruin the Friendship. Track 7, Actually Romantic.
Actually romantic.
Track 8,
I wonder who that
Wish List with $2 signs as the S's.
Okay.
Just thought I'd point that out.
we
Grammatical
go.
flourish. Track 9, Wood.
would. Nice.
Track 10, Canceled, but it's in all caps with an exclamation point at the end.
That's a banger.
Track 11, Honey.
Honey.
And can you do drum roll? Last track, track 12, the title track, "The Life of a Showgirl," featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina
Ooh.
Carpenter.
That's gonna be nice.
That's awesome.
So that's
Look
that.
at this.
Yeah, and so
That's a
then we
showgirl.
got
That is a showgirl.
we
Yes,
got
it
this
is.
orange vinyl
And it's orange.
here. Yeah, it is. And it's
I don't have a record player, but I might need to just buy that. This is orange sparkly.
sparkly.
Entering a
Look
new
how
era.
sparkly.
It's very nice.
So, what is the significance of the color orange? Why orange?
I've just always liked it, Jason. It really
So it's
feels
not-
like I don't know.
Okay.
It feels like kind of
then we
energetically
got more
how my
Easter
life has felt.
eggs.
And this album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life during this tour, which was so exuberant and electric and vibrant. And you know, one of the things about this record is like it's a record I made with my mentor Max Martin and Shellback, and the three of us have made some of my favorite songs that I've ever done before.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they were my main collaborators on the Red album. We did We Are Never Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were Trouble, 22, Shake It Off, Blank Space, Style, Wildest Dreams.
Oh, hell yes.
You know, ready for it.
So that's the
Delicate.
energy
Okay.
we're going with. Yes,
Okay,
I
okay,
understand.
so that's the energy. Fuck yeah.
You know, Blank
Fuck
Space,
yeah.
Style,
Oh,
Wildest
this album about to probably be like low key, like Reputation 2.0 maybe.
Dreams.
Oh, hell yes.
You know, ready for it.
So that's
Oh.
the energy
Delicate.
we're going with. Yes, I understand why it's orange now. Okay.
Delicate.
So yeah, we've made
Been in the best.
songs that I'm so proud of.
There's going to be some fucking bangers. Yes, I'm picking it up.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
telling
that.
you, it's
Yeah,
12.
it's like that. And so basically, we've never actually made an album before where it's just the three of us. There's no other collaborators. It's just the three of us making a focused album where I mean, it felt like catching lightning in a bottle. Honestly,
Yeah.
we hadn't worked together in like 7 or 8 years, and
this feeds.
they're
They're
just there's
awesome.
just something. There's something about them. These guys, they're just geniuses in
Yeah.
in different avenues in different ways, and we kind of I'm going to put it down. I've just
Travis,
I've just
hold it.
never like this. Today's the first day I've seen it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah.
So Travis is just going to cradle it the whole time.
Don't drop the baby.
I will not drop this baby.
So it's like working with them again was absolutely incredible. And actually, when I was on tour in Stockholm, I had Max Martin come out to the show, And I was talking to him and I was like, I just feel like I feel like we could just knock it out of the park if we went back in and we did this all in Sweden.
I love how he just put her front and center.
Three. Like,
he loves Taylor.
I essentially said to him, I want to be as proud of an album as I am of the Eras tour, and for the same reasons, you know?
Okay.
And he was like, do you understand what kind of pressure that is?
Yeah, I was about to say, that is okay.
I was like, yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, we can try.
So your entire career? Got it. Yeah, we can do that in one album.
Let's do it.
Well, okay.
So it's like, you know, I spent time in the time that we were off doing different projects and he and Shellback were doing different things. And I was making albums that were a little bit more esoteric, like folklore.
She's so hot when she says these big words.
You know what esoteric means.
I know, it's for specific following.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
So he knows what that means. He pretends he doesn't know what these words mean, but he knows what they mean.
Esoteric means for a specific following, like a specific genre of people.
Yep.
He knows what it means.
Okay.
He does like a pretty, I don't know what it means thing, but he knows all the words and he knows what they mean.
I don't know.
And he may not have read Hamlet, but
I don't know anything.
So
okay, there we go.
Don't tell my middle school English teacher I didn't read Hamlet. Because I definitely was supposed to.
Spark notes.
It's all right. I watched The Lion King.
I watched The Lion King.
See, he knows what Hamlet is.
Wait, Lion King is based off of Hamlet?
Yes. Yeah.
Jason, your Reddit searches need to be more focused on relevant things.
We need to get.
He didn't know that? I knew that. Well, I've seen Hamlet. Read Hamlet, so.
Jason, your Reddit searches need to be.
Lion King is based.
See, he knows what Hamlet.
It's all right. I watched The Lion King.
See, he knows what Hamlet is.
Wait, Lion King is based off of Hamlet?
Yeah. You see Jason's face? He said, wait,
your
what?
Reddit searches need to be more focused on relevant things.
We need your relationship with the internet to be like a little bit purer.
I got the algorithm. I got the algorithm.
My relationship with my relationship with the internet is bad. It is about as bad as it can get.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I was like, I made a few records that were a bit more like specific in their sound or whatever, like Folklore, Evermore. Those were a little bit more like alt folk kind of leaning and just kind of exploring and trying to challenge myself as a writer. And I feel like both Max and Shellback did that too in their own ways going out into the world. And by the time we came back together, I feel like we had so much more dexterity to what we do. Yeah. And it's almost like we'd all grown up so much. Like Shellback and I were both in our early 20s when we started working together, the three of us. And so it was very much like we were the ingenues and Max was the mentor. And this was the time where it felt like all three of us in the room were carrying the same weight as creators. And it was really special. It like meant the world to me to have this creative experience where like we knew that we had to bring the best ideas we've ever had.
Yeah.
And I also know the pressure I'm putting on this record by saying that, but I don't care because I love it that much. And I'm so proud of it. And it just comes from like the most infectiously joyful, wild, dramatic place I was in my life. Yeah. And so that effervescence has come through on this record. And like, as you said, bangers. And we were just like, there's no other songs coming. It's not like with Torture Poets Department, I was like, here's a data dump of everything I've thought, felt,
there's a lot of songs on that one.
In 2 or 3 years. Here's 31 songs. This is 12. There's not a 13th. There's not a 4th. There's not other ones coming. This is the record I've been wanting to make for a very long time.
I love it. I love this so much. Can we?
You see how proud of it
I don't know where to start. You gave us a lot of information right there.
I know. We didn't tell Jason that we were doing this.
No,
I just said like, can I go on the podcast because Brad Pitt did it and I want to do it too.
And Jason was like, yes. I mean, we can make that happen.
That seems like a valid reason.
The request or the ask from either one of us was never going to come. I don't know why I would never ask you. I don't know. Yeah, Brandon still hates me because I never asked you, but I think this is way better.
We waited till I had some stuff to say, I think.
There we go.
You know, I was waiting till I had like a sparkly briefcase to bring. I needed props. It took a long time to put that into production.
So,
well, it is finished. And do you want to tell everybody when it's coming out?
It comes out October 3rd.
October 3rd.
This album comes out October 3rd. It's easy to remember. It's 10/3.
10/3.
Still annoying. It is also your birthday week.
We got
10/3. 13. 13. Y'all think Taylor's 13th album is going to be her last album? She's going to stop at 13? Because she could have did this October 13th. She could have did this any other way, but 10-3, 13.
I had October 2nd. We got
I'm gonna say can y'all, but I feel like I should just research this. Like I've never really researched the significance with Taylor and 13. Like I understand there's a big significance with Taylor and 13, but I never understood. I haven't really. Yeah. So 13's obviously her lucky number. She was born on the 13th. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in 13 weeks. My first song that ever went number one, it had a 13-second intro. I didn't even do that on purpose. And every time I've ever won an award at an award show, I've either been seated in the 13th row or row M, which is the 13th letter. And when I won the Horizon Award at the CMA Awards, the producer came up to me when I was sound checking. He said, "All right, we're gonna go in 13 seconds." Oh wow! So 13 is pretty much her lucky number. Okay. And then she has 10-3, October 13th. 10 plus 3, 13. Wow. Okay. So now I know.
Got you October 5th, and then we got Mom October 9th. So this is a good month.
Yeah, I picked a good month.
It's going to be a good week.
You know, all these Libras
10-3, 13.
The opal birthstones.
I'm picking up this numerology. There we go.
There we go.
All right,
Yep.
there you go. Okay, there you go, Jason.
Never not annoying. Always
He's
gonna
coachable.
Always
He's
gonna
coachable.
try to force a 13 into the situation, and this one was right there. It was just right there. For the photos, there are a lot more photos in this, and there's a poem in this, and basically I love the photography so much that I don't want to show it right now because I want to keep some mystery going.
Love it.
Because that's, you know,
Half of
just
the
fun
fun.
to have things
For
to
sure.
still discover.
Yeah.
But the photos are done by Mert and Marcus, who are two of my favorite photographers. The last time and the only time I worked with them for an album cover shoot was with Reputation, with that album. And I loved what they did with those photos. So I called them up for this one. And I'm so happy with the way that the photos came out for this one. And it just basically was like, I was so proud of the music and so excited about this project from a creative standpoint that I was just like, all hands on deck. We're going all out. This is a full send. Like, I care about this record more than I can even overstate.
It's so much fun. And I mean, I understand what she's saying. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
Yeah.
It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And
Yeah,
I think
that's a
that's a completely I think it's a complete 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it's just,
Life is more upbeat.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It probably. Do
Oh,
you find that your
I
albums
love that.
mimic everything that's happening in your personal life?
Yeah,
Like-
definitely.
Your genres that you've done are like so wide spanning between like country, pop, and then like it can get. I don't even know. Torture Poets. It was like so cathartic. It felt like for you probably to write those songs and to release all that.
Definitely.
Cathartic for
And it
real.
was like, I have different goals with different albums.
As far as a few songs,
I
felt
love
like every
that.
song was a poem.
And I love that album so much from that perspective. That was strictly what I was trying to accomplish there. It was just really a full catharsis. And I loved to embrace the mess of writing from that perspective, of the rawness of that. This, I have a totally different set of goals.
Yeah.
I always try to do something completely different if that's what I'm feeling at the moment. And I was feeling a complete pivot at this point in time. And I wanted the album to feel the way my life felt. And this completely matches the way that my life has felt. And I also wanted it to be just every single song is on this album for hundreds of reasons. You know, and you couldn't take one out and it be the same album. You couldn't add one and it's just right. And that focus and that kind of
that's
discipline
awesome to
with
hear.
creating an album
I'm
and
so
keeping
ready.
the bar really high is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I tend to love to write lots and lots of music. So it's a temptation to release lots of music.
Sure.
I wanted to do an album that was so focused on quality and on the theme and everything fitting together like a perfect puzzle, that these 12 songs for my 12th album, I feel like we achieved that. And I'm really happy about that.
So you mentioned a couple of things there. First, what is the theme of the album, if you would describe it as one like theme, if that's possible?
I would say it's everything that was going on behind the curtain.
Okay. And then what are the goals?
okay.
You said something like what would be like your main goals with this album?
My main goals were melodies that were so infectious that you're almost angry at it. And lyrics that are just as vivid, but crisp and
Paint those pictures.
focused and completely intentional.
Check.
So
Paint those pictures.
it's like, I feel like we actually came together in a really beautiful way, the three of us, Shellback, Max, and I, where we had a conversation about how Max was like, I loved folklore. I loved the storytelling on folklore. I don't want that to change. Like, just because we're making these infectious anthems, like, I don't want you to leave that behind. And I was like, I don't think I couldn't if I tried. So at this point, I
got some stuff to say.
I'm married to that kind of writing, you know? And so it was really amazing that we were able to, without doing too much overthinking, we were able to get in there, and it was just ideas flying.
So like
and
a
all of these ideas
folklore
were like,
Reputation
we've
Red
been waiting
mix, maybe?
years to come back together and make this project. It felt really
cannot-
You
like
are
I
going
cannot
to
wait.
move. You are.
When do
This album is
do I
going
have to
to
wait
make
till
you
October
dance.
3rd? Do I have to wait till October 3rd?
Yes, you do, Jason.
Yeah.
You're
God
not
damn it, this is
special.
unfair.
You're
we
not
don't
special.
trust you at all.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
He said you're not special.
I completely get it. Completely get it. The artwork. How do you settle on a front piece of like artwork for an album?
This represents the end of my night.
Okay.
Right. So like when I'm on tour, I have the same day every single day. It's another reason why we have a very similar life. His game
But
days are the same
breathing,
days.
trying to stay above
every
water?
day. His practice days are the same every day. His meetings, his schedule. My show days are the same every single day. I just happen to be in a different city.
Yeah.
And my day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress.
Sure. Well, it's got to be. It's on the front of an
We
album.
try
It's
to
got to be
keep it
dressed
decent,
up.
you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to sort of like glamorize all the different aspects of how that tour felt. And that's how that felt, to like be at the end of the night when all this has gone down. You won't be able to get to bed till 4 a.m.
That's
after
so
this,
crazy.
but you had to jump through 50 million hoops in this obstacle course that is your show. And you did it. You got 2 more in a row, but you did it tonight.
That's all that matters. Right
And
now.
the reason I wanted to have it sort of like an offstage moment as the main album cover is because this album isn't really about what happened to me on stage. It's about what I was going through offstage. So
Okay.
it's like it's, you
That
know,
makes sense.
I didn't want to have like the lights are bright, I'm on the stage as the main album cover. It's just this to me tells more of what the actual contents lyrically of the album are.
Got it.
Which is the life. The
The
life.
life of the showgirl, not
Yeah.
what you're seeing. It's the life.
It's the
Behind
life
everything.
behind it all. It's the life beyond the show.
Okay.
Which is
Oh,
fascinating.
man.
Travis,
thank you.
I'm very jealous. Very jealous that you've heard these songs.
As you should be, Jason.
Yes.
As you should be.
As you should
I think it's
be.
very fitting that it's orange. I mean, it looks like a giant sun. Pull that thing out again. Like it feels like it's going to be full of energy. Like the record itself.
You have no idea, Jason.
All right. Look at that thing.
I might just,
That
hey,
is so cool. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
All right. Well, congratulations,
October 3rd,
Taylor.
baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, you heard it here first. You have heard it here first. October 3rd is the release date of the TS12, The Life of a Showgirl.
12 bangers.
Congratulations, Taylor. I know you've been working on this for a long time.
You're going to be moving the entire
Thank you so much. You
album.
can pre-order it now.
You can pre-order it now. There we go.
Yeah, on my website.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. You heard it here first, folks. The Life of a
Yeah, hold
Showgirl
on.
is available now. You can pre-order it. And the official release date is 10/3. That's October 3rd.
Yes, sir.
All righty. We are going to move to We Gotta Ask. You don't have to answer. Taylor, I
Okay.
know you're familiar with this segment, but for anybody listening, this is a segment we often get to where our guests, we're going to ask a bunch of rapid fire questions. They are not obligated to answer. As a matter of fact, they are free to tell us to fuck off if they so
Fuck
choose.
Okay, cool.
If you so choose.
All right.
All right, now, how do you feel about Jason telling his kids?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's $30. I might not ever hear the vinyl. But I'm gonna have to get it.
Cool.
If you so choose.
As a matter of fact, they are free to tell us to fuck off if they so
Fuck
choose.
off.
Okay, cool.
If you so choose.
All right.
All right, now, how do you feel about Jason telling his kids that cats are poisonous?
It was actually really a great challenge because as soon as I got the kids around the cats, it was my goal to prove to them that they weren't poisonous. And there's no better way to prove that than to just hand them Benjamin, my ragdoll cat, who lets humans hold him like he's a baby. And I mean, like, my favorite thing ever is just like when Benny will come up to me and just go, "I find Benjamin. I find him." And she's just like over there, just like laying with him and petting him and holding him. And the cats are so good with kids. They're like they're just like, there's like, Meredith is here. I'm like, yep. And you know what? She didn't bite you at all, did she?
No, she didn't.
And if she did bite you, she wouldn't be poisonous. They're like, that's not what our dad said. I'm like, well, I heard you're getting a cat.
Ooh.
I heard this from
It-
very well-placed source.
I will neither confirm nor deny. We'll see if
You're
that
getting like
does
a
get to
proper
that.
cat. You're getting like a cat that chases mice. What
That
I
is-
have are not that.
Yes, I
They,
think
they sit around.
there's a chance
And that's
There's a
enough.
happy medium.
There's a
happy
chance
medium.
I've been talked into a barn cat that does not go inside, that will
Oh, it'll
survive off of rodents in the field.
Jesus.
Those
guard our
girls
house.
are going to be sneaking that cat into
There's
their beds
no
every
way that
single night.
cat
I will say
is
this is
gonna
why I
live
lie to
outside.
my kids though, I want them to be able to be critical thinkers. They need to realize it's
Yeah.
absurd to think this, and you handing them Benjamin and then and then walking them through critical thinking ability.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they won't believe something
Yeah.
that every moron tells them on the internet. Right?
Yeah, it was really like, I know it wasn't helpful for you, but it
There you
really
go.
like
Good-
it was
good
helpful for
save.
me.
Good
My
save.
allergies are going to be in severe.
I think you might be. I don't even know if the allergies are a thing, Jason. I think you just.
I mean, I've had
dislike
an
the
allergy
cat.
test, Taylor. I've had an allergy
Oh,
test.
yeah. They tell you
Allegedly.
everything.
Allegedly, I'd like to see a copy of it.
Fair enough.
It's
All
just.
right.
I think that you just like maybe don't like.
I don't. I mean, I think some cats I get down with. I always like Flash growing up, the cat that we had.
What did you
Flash
think
was
of? What did
OG.
you think of my three cats? My three perfect.
Well, the only
little
one that would go
angels?
near me was Benjamin.
Yeah, because the other two can sense that you had resting cat
Hatred.
hater face. Yeah.
Resting cat hate face.
If you had to choose to bake one thing to show off your baking skills, what would you choose?
Oh, right now it would be my cinnamon swirl sourdough.
Cinnamon swirl sourdough? I
But-
thought you were going to go Pop Tarts.
Pop tarts,
want
Pop Tarts.
that.
It depends on who I'm baking for. The Pop Tarts.
Pop Tarts.
God, I just love making pop music and Pop Tarts. I love it.
I didn't even put sense.
She
Been
makes
really
her own Pop
experimenting with the
Tarts.
flavors there because
She makes her own Pop Tart.
we got now wild blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, the original, and Kylie got me baking the cinnamon sugar.
You're doing that now. Okay.
Yes.
Well, if I
And-
may, we need an orange Pop Tart now. We need what's a
I mean,
Like an
I'll
like an
do
orange
it if
cream?
you really want me to, like with like a marmalade, like an orange marmalade in the middle, and then
an
like
orange-
little orange extract.
Paddington
and the
Bear? Little
icing.
Paddington Bear
Okay,
Pop-Tart?
okay. No, I can get with this. I just didn't see the vision until now, and now I think it's kind of genius.
I want.
You've ruined Pop Tarts.
I want that. I want some of those. I want some of those.
outside of yours, just so you know.
Thank you. Thank
They'd
you
never
so
be
much.
the same for me either.
Oh,
So now I got to try the cinnamon swirl sourdough, though. If you're putting that above Pop-Tarts.
yeah. Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
send some over.
It's a banger.
Perfect. All right. There's a rumor that you played the bear in Happy Gilmore 2 in the scene
my
where Travis has
God.
honey put on him.
Oh
Can you
my
confirm
God.
or deny this rumor?
I can deny. Like this
Gosh, that would've
is
been so
one of those
perfect.
ones where like we'll send it to each other and be like, "Hey, did you hear I was the bear?" And there he's like, "Yeah, you hear we bought a house in Lake Como." Like,
Yeah, right?
we're just sort of like at this point we're just like, of course they think I'm inside of a bear costume. Like I'm
Yeah.
honored to be thought of in that context because I loved that movie so much. I watched it multiple times.
It is great.
Loved it so much. Whoever did the bear acting was
Solid bear.
exquisite.
Crushed.
Exquisite performance.
Bad Bunny and the bear killed that scene. And
Yeah,
Travis.
Bad Bunny. He absolutely delighted me in that movie.
He was so good.
Would you like a
He's
breadstick?
amazing. His
I love
comedic
how
timing
big-
is so good.
I love how
He was so good.
Would you like a
He's
breadstick?
amazing. His comedic timing is so good. There's this one part where they look over, where they're like, "Who did that?" And like his name is Oscar. His character's name is Oscar in it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's like his brother gets hit by the golf ball, and they look over and they're like, "Who did that? Who
He's
did
got
that?"
that
And
look on
they
his
do. There's a face that Bad Bunny makes, and they do the kind of the
Zoom
quick
in.
pan in, the zoom,
Yeah.
and it was just. I was like, "Who thought of that?
That
How
scene
did
is
they know
hilarious.
he could be that?" I was like, I watched
He
it
was
5
like-
times.
Benito kills it. He absolutely
really
kills
He's
it.
so funny. He's
He was
so
like,
good, but he's also
Sushi.
like.
No.
But
Italian.
I felt so much for this character. I'm so excited to go to his restaurant. Like I thought this was a real man. I believe this.
Facts.
Whose idea was arriving to the Eras tour stage via a cleaning cart?
Mine. That's a weird idea that's my type of weird idea.
Where did that come from?
Well, when you're putting on a first show of a tour like that, you're not just performing for the entire stadium, you're performing for the entire internet. And so I wanted to curate and really romanticize the images that they were seeing first. So I didn't want them to see my first outfit and my first look, which would have given away what the first era was. Before, when I'm walking up the ramp behind the stage, there's all these fans that are seated behind the stage at certain angles where they would have been able to film it. I didn't want that to be the first thing people saw from the Eras tour. I wanted it to be the huge Lover motif, and they're surprised and delighted by the fact that Lover is the first era we're doing, and that's the first time they've seen that Versace bodysuit all lit up like once the lights hit that thing, it's just like.
Yeah.
I love that outfit so much. And so it was really about preserving kind of like the
That's
sanctity of a surprise moment, right? So I kind of thought I might only do it for night one, and then I just got attached to it.
I
was
remember,
like,
I remember seeing that.
I find this fun.
on Instagram.
I
Perfect
like.
intro. It really is.
There's a like weird little side of me that likes sneaking around, and I think the fans found it funny too. They're like, "What a
And very, very
weirdo!
sneaky.
We've come to see a weirdo in concert. Why is she doing that?" I don't know. Why did I make it look like a mop cart? I don't know, man. There's just so if you can't have fun with the hijinks of this thing, there's enough stress that goes into this. If you can't get joy from silly little things like the mop cart, man,
Yeah.
You need to live a
you're
little.
doing it wrong.
Listen up.
Live a
You didn't
little.
live life
Listen
a little, man.
Get into a fake mop cart. Everyone knows you're in there, but you're in there like, I'm sneaking around. Nobody knows I'm in here. Everyone knows you're in there. But it's one of those things, like I work so hard to try to surprise fans. And they're like, I don't want to be surprised. Sometimes they really don't think they want to be surprised and want to figure stuff out.
No, they do.
But then I know that when I can really get them and surprise them, that it was so worth it. Because that's what entertainment is, really. It's just giving people something to escape, to sink their teeth into, to like we're world building.
Yeah,
that's what the
absolutely.
whole tour was. Hopefully people never thought that we'd go on this podcast and announce an album. Like I was hoping that that's something
That's true.
that the fans would be like, that's from left field. Like
Wow.
if we accomplish that, then that's.
She went
then
on with
that's
those two
entertainment.
idiots to release this?
Man, things are really getting dark for Taylor.
I told y'all this is they're ready for it, but podcast style. Oh, I love this.
All right. We ask all of our guests this.
Yep.
What is your welcome to the NFL moment?
Oh, I'd say it was the first time I stepped on the field, which would have been when you won the AFC Championship,
Baltimore.
the first season that I was with you, and it was in Baltimore, and we're in the suite, and he's just won the AFC championship. We're freaking out. Everybody's screaming. And his mom goes, all right, let's go down to the field. And I was like, what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
We're going where? And she's like, we're going down to the field. And I was like, did he say that that's okay? Like, because we hadn't talked about this. There was no like, hey, if I win this game,
I didn't want to jinx it.
yeah, he doesn't jinx anything, which I respect, actually. Like, I'm all about that. But we hadn't had a conversation about it. So I'm like, is he going to be like, what are you doing down here, dude?
No, it was Mama knows best.
Presumptuous.
Mama knows best. She knew I wanted
and
you
so
down
she
there.
was like, trust me, he wants you there. And I was like, okay, well, she would know. And so I'm walking out onto this field, and it's just like, oh my God. There's so many lights.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
I've never seen this many cameras. I've never seen this much media in my life, and I've seen a lot of media.
That's just crazy that she done sold out concerts and stuff, and thousands and thousands of people. But then just from the perspective of her being in issues for a second, how still mesmerized and normalized it was. Like, I love this for her, that she grounded in normalcy. She's the blueprint of being a celebrity, if I can be honest. Like, I understand now why it's so proud to be a Swiftie, because she's the blueprint. Like, she's still normal. So many celebrities lose themselves to that celebrity status. She is still just normal old Taylor Swift.
There's so many lights.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
I've never seen this many cameras. I've never seen this much media in my life, and I've seen a lot of media.
Yeah.
And then the media sees me, and they're like, ah! And then they just start running at me, and I'm looking at you, and then you're screaming into the mic, because when there's a mic and there's Travis, like, he physically needs to scream into it.
Of course. Okay. All right. Okay.
That's so basically I'm experiencing this whole heightened scenario that I had no idea 5 minutes before I was going to be experiencing.
Yeah, he just Kanye'd his ass. Heightened
scenario.
All right.
Why he just Kanye? Jason just said. I'm saying that to troll Kanye. I'm like, now I just feel like everybody's end on trolling Kanye at low key without saying it. Like, cause he just smiled super quick and said, I just feel like there's always going to be some trolling. Always. Or maybe I'm just the one trolling Kanye for Taylor on Taylor's behalf. I think that's probably the scenario.
Okay.
That's so basically I'm experiencing this whole heightened scenario that I had no idea 5 minutes before I was going to be experiencing. And it's one of my most cherished memories, because I was proud of you.
What if they would have put this episode out tilted? Okay, I'm done.
And
okay.
I was so proud that you came down there to enjoy that moment.
It was so magical. It was so fun.
This book,
it's like crazy.
This book says, "Thank you, Amy."
Get to see someone you love work that hard.
That'd be cool.
And then have that kind of like euphoric payoff where you're like,
for sure,
you did it. Like, you did it underlined 100 times. You did you did it.
Human exclamation point.
What do you mean you're going to the Super Bowl? That's crazy. Like, I had such a great rookie year. It was crazy.
It was a great year. What is your welcome to, like, I don't know if it's like singer, like being a pop star, being a performer. Yeah. What is your welcome to the industry moment in that regard?
Oh my God. Man, I actually never really allowed myself to feel like the "you've arrived" thing.
Sure.
I've just now started to be able to really be in a moment when I'm in the moment. That's why I'm so glad that the Eras Tour happened when I'm an adult, because I was able to completely and totally soak in these moments while I'm planning, obviously, what I'm doing next in the show. But like, when I'm at the end of that show and I'm standing there taking it in, that's me 100% present. But, starting to do this when I was putting out my first album when I was like 16, I was always on to the next plan. And that I get joy in planning. So it's not like I wasn't happy with that, but I never allowed myself to say, "You've arrived, you've made it." I was always like, how are you going to get to make the next project? And it was all about, it was all about the higher I climbed, the more creative control I had and the more fun I had making stuff. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was not the altitude I was reaching. There was more pressure every step of the way, but I was getting more creative control and freedom every time. Yeah. And that is why it felt so much more special to keep working harder to get it to new levels. It's not like, oh, like I can afford to buy this or whatever. Like it not to discount that. Yeah. But for me, every time I got higher up on a new rung of the ladder, I could make stuff in a more focused and free and autonomous way.
What else would you want as an artist?
I never really let myself be like, I've made it. But the Eras tour, I was like,
shit.
This is different. Like this is nothing like what I've ever experienced before. It was so much better than anything.
So the Eras tour is top notch more than the Reputation tour.
Literally, while she's doing that, she's still creating the next thing.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy to me.
I love it. I love
live show Sweden. Yeah, that's what. It's
no, I adore what I do. I absolutely love it, and I love
life of a showgirl writing
songs and writing a treatment for a music video and directing the music video. Like all of the things that I get to do now, I'm so grateful for the ability to create. Like that's still what drives all of it.
Well, us Swifties appreciate your dedication.
We are very grateful.
Yes, the fuck we do. Yes, the fuck we do.
All righty. Do you have any questions for us? We're kind of out of the questions for this section. Is there anything you wanted to ask Travis or I? I mean, you have a you put Travis on the spot right now.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh God.
Well, I don't know. I was wondering how that wax is growing in. Like, how because I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks about it, and I just feel like it's really important for you to like make sure that those hairs don't grow in.
Getting a little itchy, bud.
No, it's fine.
When you go from fur to no fur at all,
and you can wear us, cuz we got some thick hair.
It's like important to figure out. Like, I mean, like just don't tell us too much. Are we? How are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
We're managing it.
We're not managing it. That's how we're managing it. Is we're not managing it.
Okay.
It's fortunate for me. My hair grows fast.
Yep.
It's coarse. It's got a texture that was difficult for about a couple weeks. Very itchy.
Yep. That's what I thought.
We've passed that phase now. And
are we going to do it again? Do you think?
I don't think so. And shout out to the people in downtown Philadelphia. They did a great job.
European wax.
I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm never being wax either.
It was the best it could have been.
I also don't think I'm going to find myself in a Speedo again.
Jason walked into a door that said European wax
and was treated with the utmost respect and class.
He had to try it in order to know. That's life, you know? It feels important that you did it. And also it's because now you know.
Because now you know.
I know what
I always say that after I make unfortunate judgment calls.
Right?
Well, now I know.
Now I know.
Had to try it.
The one thing I didn't try was
wasn't great. Wouldn't do it again.
Yep.
Okay,
and on that note,
now you know.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you so much for hopping on.
I love you.
Tay, thank you so much.
I love you, girl. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Tay, thank you so much for hopping on. Oh my gosh! All right, thank you so much for hopping on. You are the best. This has been a blast. I think Kylie enjoyed being the #1 most viewed episode for her time that she had. This is.
Don't you do that to Kylie?
Don't do that.
Don't you do that to
Kylie. You guys throw Kylie under the bus, you're going to pay for it.
That's uncalled for. Why did Elliot already doing it?
You'll find out.
That's right. And that's a wrap, folks, on another episode of New Heights. Thank you to our guest, Taylor Swift, for joining us on the show. Life of a Showgirl comes out October 3rd. Pre-order is now available on TaylorSwift.com. Reminder, New Heights will be back to kick off the NFL season August 27th. Make sure you're subscribed to the New Heights channel on YouTube and follow New Heights in the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to new episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts.
All right, now, once again, New Heights, a Wondery show. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. And thanks to our production and crew always for your editing skills and making us look entirely better than what we are. Taylor got to see this firsthand, actually.
Thanks, guys. It's been great.
And to the 92 percenters and to the Swifties, we love you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Oh man, I love that.
All right, I don't know where to go from here.
I went. There was confetti all over it. This is like when the cats taste something that they're confused by. This is my favorite impression he does. It's the cat ate something, it doesn't know what it is. That gets you every time. Fucking gets me every time, man. I will laugh at that. I will fall off the couch laughing at that if he'll do it at
Oh my gosh, y'all. Loved it. Oh my gosh. Swifties. Everybody, hope you guys loved it as well. This was another good watch. I'm glad you guys came through and watched it. It was good to just, like I said, see those two together and see them just claim the narrative and pretty much tell people nicely in a podcast way, shut the fuck up. That was the best thing. Y'all, thank you for coming through. This was another reaction from your boy LoccdWolf. It was New Heights featuring Taylor Swift. Until next time, you know what time it is. It's your boy LoccdWolf. Always forward, never backwards. Can't shit back there for you. And delayed does not mean deny. If you heard it today, you hear it from me. Keep going, keep pushing. We're almost there. I'll see you guys later. Peace.